Yay.
All right.
Yay!
Yay.
Back after about a month. It's been almost a month to the day, actually. And I have missed you
No.
guys. Oh,
Yay!
man.
Yay!
So, here we go. Real quick, just because it has been a little bit, and I fully admit that I had to go back and look at the video again. You guys did a lot of stuff last game. You got through the maze of Ralashaz. You were forced to reckon with really disturbing, emotional images of lost loves and lost parents. And then when you eventually made your way through, after all of that trauma that I could throw at you, you encountered the corpse of the ancient black dragon Umbrasyl that was being commanded and used by the entity encapsulated within this sword that you have been seeking for
Yeah.
so long. And holding it at the end of the chamber was a familiar figure to Hazel. It was her mentor, Camilla.
Yay!
You guys fought the dragon. You fought Death Knight. You got the sword. You got the F out of Dodge. And then you came out just south of the Bramblewood Forest, opened up your brand new magnificent mansion, and entered into this chamber. And as you have done so, you're still kind of reeling from what just happened, and you come to realize that you are standing in a room not of your making, but Hazel, you feel an instant connection with this place. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
realize that it is a liminal space that seems to want your input.
Oh yeah!
Uh,
And you kind of, in the back of your mind, get this feeling like it wants to know, what would you like to build here?
It wants to know how many pantries you want in there.
House made of candy. Oh, that would be awesome. But no, like I don't know. The way I picture in my head, it's like this little like cabin, like in the woods out somewhere, and like it's not like the magnificent mansion, kind of like big and pompous. Like I kind of want to keep this like cozy, homely feeling. So like I would imagine on the ground floor, there's like a kitchen, very important. And a pantry and like a sort of like community dining area with like basically what this looks like with a fireplace and chairs and like lots of cozy places, and like candles and stuff. And I would say I also would like a little reading nook, like maybe like next to a window with like a little table and some cozy chairs and some bookshelves, and also a little workshop, which like I'd imagine I've seen Ulrin do some of his stuff at some point. So I'd like something where things are in there that he can use to do his crafting and artificing and forging and stuff. And then on the upper floor, like our 4 bedrooms, and yeah, and I think for now that sounds pretty good. A bathroom might also be nice.
Maybe.
yeah, we might just.
And yeah, like just very cozy, lots of like cushions, pillows, that kind of thing. Lots of wood, warm colors. Yeah, I think that's good for now.
Okay. As soon as you think of these things, you guys hear a
Lots of cookies.
chunk and then a chunk down in the basement, and suddenly there are stairs going up and down off to the side. And yeah, the whole place smells like cookies. The whole thing is just cozy and incredible. Give me I will describe this to you as my Roll20 reconnects, because apparently my browser's being dumb. So I have to wait for it for a second. But you guys can still hear me. And what this, so it's a log and stone cabin. You have an open first floor. It has 2 wide fireplaces that already have fires going in them. There's a huge hearth stove, and that is where the cookie scent is coming out, because somehow there are already cookies there. You don't know how, but they're there. There are remainders of this place. there are remainders of whoever owned this before. You do not get the sense that you are the first people to be here. Because there are pieces of someone else's life kind of scattered around. So you have 2 worn green velvet cloaks hanging on pegs near what looks like some kind of door, even though that's the door you guys entered in. You know it doesn't go anywhere else other than to the outside world. There are various bottles of cooking herbs and oils. There's wine and liquor scattered on a low bar right here. You can kind of see that. There are several stools pushed in, and there's a cabinet of pewter and wood dishes on the other wall. And everything here is well kept, but older. It's worn a little bit. And there are various potted herbs and flowers all over the place that seem to be growing without any assistance. And when you open the door to the pantry on the far side of the room, you do see that it is fully stocked.
Oh.
So just for placement's sake, for everybody's kind of edification, the sword is where?
In the bag?
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
we
what I
put it in
thought.
the bag.
It's in the
Yeah.
bag.
We're not touching that thing.
Camilla is
No.
with
We
you
put it in
guys.
there with Magen, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're doing everything we can not to touch it.
Yeah.
Camilla is with you guys, and she's kind of staring
All
and
right.
looking around. She's battered, she's bruised, and after a long moment, she kind of ignores the rest of you and just walks slowly over to you, Hazel, and she puts her hand out, and she doesn't touch your hair, but she's kind of like, that's different.
Oh yeah. I assume she means the orange
Yeah.
strands of hair. Oh yeah, those are pretty new. I have a lot of things to tell you. Like I'm not white anymore when I transform, but that's actually the least of my worries. So yeah. So those are new. And she starts fidgeting with her hair a bit self-conscious. And like, do you like it? Does it look okay?
I don't even know what to. I was down there for a long time.
For how long?
I don't even. And she tries to look outside, but there's no sunlight, so it's like she can't really gauge. She's still not used to this
Yeah.
weird dimensional space you guys are in, this pocket plane. I don't know. I lost track after a couple of weeks. I don't even know, and I don't know that it really. We'll get to that. And she just sits down in a chair and is kind of hunched over and just not. She doesn't seem focused. She seems very. It's not confused, just kind of baffled as to everything that just happened.
Was a lot.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What?
Well, I think right now Volkor is just sitting in a corner, playing with his sass, trying to compose on the fly.
I think I'm
That's
mainly
his way to
looking-
relax.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm mainly looking at Camilla a bit worried and because I know her, I know she's a tough woman, and it's kind of worries me that something can shake her up this much, and also the things that have happened. So I'm also a bit and after a moment, then I will go and look over to the fireplace and look at the cookies.
They look delicious.
Because if there's one
Hot
thing we
and
need
gooey.
right now, it's a small pick me up.
Yep.
I think by the time you come back from the fire, Narax is already headed off upstairs. Just he just wanders off to try and find a room.
Alicia's probably sitting in one of cozy reading nook chairs and just I don't know how big this chair is, but I'm guessing it's a possible size for a dragonborn, so she's probably looks really small at it and just sits there and just sinks in the chair and just try and relax.
we all kind of need to relax, I think.
Yeah.
This space instantly makes you feel like this is the place I want to return to. Like this, if we have to be on the road, then this is home. And the rooms upstairs, Neuraxis, are, you can definitely tell that Hazel was the one who constructed these, because the rooms are all very individual. Like, she thought very hard about what would be comfortable for each person. So,
Yeah,
Did you
I was
think to
expecting,
put the
like,
room
tiny
like
beds.
high enough for it?
Yeah.
so everything, like, for you is perfectly sized for you versus everything would be perfectly sized for Alicia. But the first door you open up is Alicia's room, and you're like, wait a second, hold on.
Nope.
This is like a Goldilocks situation here. This is not right at all.
Yeah.
And you eventually wander to yours, and everything is done in these rich browns and greens and reds. It looks perfect.
He just like sits down and pulls out his little steel mirror. It's just like folding his wings out and touching his face, like looking at his arm. What the hell is going on? Like, nope, I don't feel right. And just starts like pulling off the disguised armor that looks like robes and pulling out his old stuff that still is like familiar. He's still from Draconia, still like his, and starts putting that back on. He's like, nope, I just need something. Just 5 minutes where I'm still like who I was. I just need my old clothes and like a sleep.
Your Forsaken Edge, when you put it down, you do see the new inscription on the blade.
Like finishes like pulling a like arm guard on, like, picks it up and is just reading it and turning it over in his hand. Like, you know, you say that a lot. Just staring at it.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? You have the space for 24 hours, so...
I wanna like go around to everyone like who's sitting around and like I take the plate of cookies from the fireplace and I just like place a cookie like next to each person. Like I get the feeling everyone maybe needs some space right now and time for themselves, but I make sure everyone has like one cookie. Like I put it next on the table to everyone, and then I like walk up the stairs and like I put a plate of cookies before Neuraxis' door, and like I knock, but then I go like back down again because
The cookie
Like, yeah.
knocked on the door.
yeah, I feel like everyone wants to chill a bit right now, so I don't want to intrude on their space, but make sure everyone has a little something.
You
you
like
so much,
hear
Hazel.
him. You just hear him like talking to no one through the door. Like,
I mean, like if the slits were enough, I like pushed a cookie plate through the door, like under it.
Sure.
like at the bottom of it's just
Yeah, if it's big enough.
Oh, and as soon as you think that, the door kind of shrinks a little bit so that you can get a plate
Ooh.
underneath it.
Dope. And I pushed the cookie plate through.
I think he's probably stood too near the door, so you like feel it hit his foot. Huh? What? Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
Then I think I'll also sit down somewhere, like maybe next to Elijah in the reading nook
Okay.
with a cookie.
With the cookie, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, Volkar is not like isolating himself. He's just playing with his sass, but he's doing that like in the living room or whatever room
Okay.
is there. Like yeah, I'm there. You can chat. You can whatever. You can do whatever. I'm just there.
Yeah, Alicia's probably taking out
Alright.
her spell book and probably like looking at it. After a while, it's just looking at it and thinking, and eventually it's just reading through and just like making sure everything is all right and stuff.
Aaron, Hazel did note that there's a fully stocked forge in the basement area of this home.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I probably just kind of wander over there, just kind of like drop my stuff on the workbench and just start repairing my armor and stuff, and just
Yeah.
kind of do some monotonous work to kind of ease my mind and just slip back into that comfortable, like, working with my hands and just kind of drowning out everything with, pangs of the hammer. So
It's like the best Skyrim mod you've ever seen. Like, this place is
The best
I love
Skyrim
those
house
mods.
mod.
It's stocked. I mean, it's mundane, average stuff. She can't just magically, make mithril out of nowhere. But
Yeah.
iron, steel, those are available. There are leather pieces.
Well, I mean, technically, anything that's in there when you go out, it's never existed. So you do need to have your own materials to do stuff.
We've got a bag full of iron, if I remember right.
Yeah. We have plenty.
I did want to see if I could mess with this darkweave cloth,
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that too.
because we have that. I want
Yeah.
to see if I can make it into some kind of wearable, because I mean, we have the cloth. I don't know if it'd be like a belt or something, if I could do a belt or
A sash maybe.
something, something
Yeah.
simple enough that I could do in the time that we're going to be here.
So, it's
I don't know, that's up to you.
It's a rare. I had to remind myself. It's a rare item. According to the crafting rules that we set up, I think you need to be a slightly higher level
I see.
Okay.
in order to fuss with that. You can, however, start to study it and make plans.
Okay,
with it.
then I'll do that.
But don't. I'm pulling those up right now because I just.
Yeah,
wanna
I was trying to look
double-check.
for the table, that table thing that you sent.
Yeah,
I
I've
just
got
couldn't
it
find
right
it.
here. So 10th level. These are materials that you have absolutely no familiarity with. So if you wanted to basically run like small tests on it to get more familiar, that would assist you once you are able to work with it. The DC would be lower.
Okay, yeah, then I'll do that. I'll just kind of study it and start scribbling some blueprints and stuff
Okay.
to see if I can make it wearable.
It's
So.
interesting material. It's really lightweight. It has a silk kind of strength to it. So it is quite strong, but it almost like you're like, it's like it keeps like slipping out of your hands. Like you're used to the sturdiness of, metal and leather, and this stuff is just totally different.
Do you want me to make like a tinker check or like a leather working check to see if I can lower the DC, or?
No, if you continue to study it and do small experiments with it, we don't have to roll for that right now.
Okay.
But if you let me know that you're going to continue to look at it, we can figure that out later for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. That's probably what I'm going to be doing though, and then just kind of like getting familiar with the workbench and putting things in my OCD order and everything. Like every workbench is different. It's organized chaos. So I'll probably just be like, no, this doesn't go here. This goes here. This goes here. So.
Okay, easy enough. Hazel had asked me a good question before the game, which is that there's plenty of food here, but you do have to construct your own meals. So whoever wants to try to not make a complete mess out of that can make food if you're so inclined. But there's plenty of the alcohol and tea, supplies, that kind of thing.
Chicken.
Sure. If you want. You can also have vegan wine if you're so inclined.
What's the food check? What check do we make for food?
Isn't that a
Is that a survival check?
There's a tool for that.
yeah? There's
Yeah.
There is,
Oh, no, I don't have it.
Yeah, it would be
There's a
more
tool
just
set for
whoever is
cooking.
inclined to do it. I would probably just have you make a standard like dex check to make sure you don't drop the pot.
No.
Just for funsies.
I'm not cooking.
I'll do the cooking if it's time to have a meal or something. I'd imagine he like would have helped out like at the farm with the cooking and stuff. So
And Camilla will help you too. That like
Yeah.
to her kind of steadies her a little bit, and two of
Oh.
you know, not silently but quietly go about making some stew.
yeah,
That's her kind of work that grounds her. That's cooking.
I think that like the smell of food will eventually like draw him back out of the like he's changed his clothes, and you can see he's like put one of the draconian rings on, and he's just got like an empty plate and crumbs like all over.
Chocolate spear.
just comes down like just guiltily
The smell
slots
of
the
food
plate onto the
awakens the
table.
dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Noraxis, we made food.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I noticed. What do we got?
We've got vegetable stew
Oh, yeah.
with cookies for dessert.
I do we is there any
have
meat?
chicken?
Yeah, like it's like great vegetables. Where's
you
the
do see Camilla like, whole spit out of the fireplace with a,
Oh
just
yeah,
a
and that.
huge like hen on it, like a roasted hen.
Oh.
He's just like, yes. That's like,
Yeah.
She's like, there's no way that I'm going to not have. I haven't had food in. Yeah, and she just starts like tearing it apart with her hands. And there's no.
what? Hey, whoa! Let me in there. Look.
Dude, you just rip into this bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Full
God.
like with the long snout, so it's like dropping it in and biting, like throwing it up to get it to.
I love that.
Full like lizard eating, like.
Yeah, that's Hazel.
That's the
you're-
sight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like you see like the wings are like stretching out when he's like has a particular like the first bite. It's like oh whoops, like falls back in.
Hazel, you're getting a good look at Camilla now that everyone's kind of settled a little bit. She has a lot more scars than you remember.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of stripped down to her just like tunic and these really worn breeches. You don't remember her clothing ever being in those conditions, but considering where you pulled her out of, probably not surprising. This shoulder, the left shoulder, has a healing burn on it. You do see where the skin had kind of like puckered and blistered and is now scabbing over and healing.
Yeah, she's seen some shit. She's been through some stuff.
You guys eat, and it's still fairly quiet in here. And Volkar,
What?
you feel a poke on your knee.
I look.
It's your little friend.
I expected as much.
Yeah. So, hey, that thing. I mean, like, you know that's bad news, right?
So, I imagine you guys see Volkar like under the table, like, yeah.
This little figure comes out, arms crossed, hood all the way up still. You see the glint of all the rings. What are you gonna do?
What do you mean?
Well, you gotta fix it, right?
What? Fix it?
He's just, you see the little figure kind of look around, but you guys can't see him. So
Yeah.
the figure's like, and he's like making motions with his hands like. Okay, fine. Be obtuse. The sword is bad.
Yes.
You gotta fix it.
How do you fix bad?
Destroy it.
That's the opposite of fixing.
Yeah, it is. No, it fixes it. Permanent. It's a permanent solution.
Yeah, that fixed the situation, not the object. You know?
It's evil.
Yeah.
Fix evil.
Okay. I get what you
See
mean.
what I mean?
But how?
I don't know.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Well,
We're bringing it to someone who might have an idea.
okay. The problem is that you gotta take the sword out of the bag to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my concern.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Mage Hand works with taking it out.
Mm-mm.
Which
I mean, I
means
could-
someone is gonna have to risk it.
I can grab it if you want.
You can?
Yeah. And you guys watch as all of a sudden there's a little purple robed figure standing beside Volcar.
Just like the fingers click and the axe appears. What
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hell?
yeah, yeah.
Whoa. That's my invisible buddy. Who's
not
apparently
a-
invisible now?
Wait,
I look at him like, you could do this the whole time?
is that the purple? That's the. You were on about the little.
Yeah.
Have we seen the purple guy at some point before? Or
Once.
was it someone else?
Three.
Yeah,
We've
once
seen
we've
him
seen him.
once.
Yes. Neuraxis, Hazel, and Elysia saw him behind Dust on the Road's tent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very briefly.
He's following
Hello.
us. It's like-
I've always been following you. Well, I've been following him, but
Yeah.
Are you a fan of his music? One of those crazy stalker types I've heard about.
it's like no answer. It's not
Oh
good.
shit, he's my first fan.
I. Who? What? How do I? Are you?
Want a cookie?
What? I
Not
don't think
good.
cookies are the problem right now.
No,
Cookies are
are the
never a
solution.
problem. Yeah.
Who and or what is? Are you?
Dunno.
I just look at him.
You can't shrug. You can't click your fingers, appear in the cookie cabin, and not have an answer. Who? Like,
Look, I'm
Hey, like,
pretty
Ray-
sure he's related to our
With him.
little.
like realizes he's still
you know-
You're
waving the axe
related to him?
around.
Are you a cousin too?
I think he's related to our past life story type thing we have going on.
As soon as you say that, the axe just disappears from his hand. It's like, I have so many questions.
He doesn't know, or he won't tell. Either way.
What? No, that's not fair. No, you know. Like,
Remember at chess where I said that's for me? He told me it was for me. So he knows things.
I don't know some stuff.
wait,
Yeah.
wait.
What do
Is
you
the
know
helmet,
then?
Is the helmet mine? I mean, yeah, that.
Wait. Hold on. Too many questions. One at a time. Form an orderly
Yeah.
line. The doctor is in. Now go. He's like very serious. He's just very
Right.
like fingers steepled, kind of like he has to lean, he has to kneel on a chair to get to the rest of you because he's very small.
Is he smaller than Elijah and
Yes.
me? Is he like a really tiny
Yes.
man?
Oh
Wow,
god, I
that's
thought he
small.
was like.
Not by a lot, but by enough.
I'm not sure if he's
Okay.
my fan or I'm his fan at this
So he
point.
like scrabbles up into the chair and he's kind of like, and you guys only see from like the head up, but he's like, go, someone, I don't know.
Why don't you start, Neuraxis?
Yeah.
Okay, just to get it out of the way. If that chest was his, is the helmet actually mine? Because, I mean, I'm not 100% on this thing. So,
What helmet?
the horned.
No, that's just a helmet. Not everything is yours. Is he greedy like this all the time? What is going on?
I mean, he's
Yeah.
a dragon.
He's working on it.
I think we need
He's
to
getting
talk
better,
about your
actually.
impulse control.
I'm right after
Like the,
too.
the nostrils flare.
It's just a helmet. That is yours, though, and he points at your back where your sword had disappeared. That's yours. That, and he points at Ulrin's bag, not yours.
No, the bag's Ulrin's.
What is he's kind of looking at Ulrin, and it's like,
He just tilts his head like.
I don't get it.
Okay,
I
look,
love fun games too, but being obtuse in this moment, probably not great.
Look, I have a theory.
He's talking about
which
his
one?
Ragnarex.
I mean, no, it's not mine until they clean it up with the ritual thing.
It's not yours.
Mhm.
What?
Who does it belong to?
I think you mean who did it
a
belong
really,
to.
really, really dead guy.
Oh.
I mean, Tempest's whole thing is a sword.
I mean, it kind of comes down to the fact that if you're gonna keep picking up these little treasures and pieces of stuff long forgotten, not all of it belongs to you.
Yeah, I imagine there
Makes
were other people back
Yeah.
then, right?
There were others.
Look, I don't know about where
Super
you
dead.
come from.
Are they also around now in other forms or whatever?
I mean, they're like super dead,
Okay,
Ew.
as far as I know.
right.
Hmm.
Do you
Super
know why
dead,
we aren't?
or any kind of.
And we're not, so you're here.
Yeah.
We super dead too.
We're
Yeah,
not
why
super
aren't
dead.
we super dead, or are we super dead?
I don't feel super
We're not
dead.
super dead. We're
That-
clearly not super dead.
Is what bothers me, because you should be dead.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's not
no-
nice to hear.
Hey,
No, I'm
Look,
serious.
you don't say that to people.
I survived a city falling
Well,
out of the sky.
here's the
I am
thing.
not. Look,
Can't we be like just new people? Does it have to go back to that time that where whatever happened?
Volkar, look at my face.
What?
This was not the way my face was. We definitely do not get to decide. Also the wings, but mostly my face. It's like,
Oh yeah, do you know why Ragnarex has wings now?
Because he used to, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and I mean, she still has some kind of foothold here, clearly.
Who? What?
Oh, Dragon Lady.
No.
Well, a knight about yay big, tusks,
Well,
red
no,
armor.
That's her her general. But and if she's in some form, then there's a foothold here somehow still. I don't know.
So you're talking about a dragon about yay big, and he has like a much like broader arms.
Yeah, he sends his arms as far as his little arms are reaching. He's like, yeah, but like super big.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Tempest,
So-
War God. Like,
Yeah. So which one are you? There's Krogan and Celestian, and he just starts like reeling off all the ones that like
did you
we've
just
picked
say
up along the
Krogan,
way.
like Mass Effect?
Yeah. I'm sure that's what it says on the
There are
notes.
Krogans
Bird.
in the world. It's canon now.
Oh god.
I've clearly misspelt that at some point, but yes. He just like starts reeling off all the names.
Okay, so wait. Hold on a second. So
I have
Right.
definitely mistyped that into the notes on
that's
Roll20. If
amazing.
it's not
That's the
Krogan.
most amazing thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's literally on the quest list.
Yeah.
There's something about.
Okay. I mean, okay,
Krogan, yeah.
So there's Dragon Lady, there's Ocean Hair Man, there's Big Teeth, Big Eyes, oh my dude. There's, and he's just like, he's saying this like this is what he believes their names are. It's like there's bad guy, bad sword. Ooh. There is. Well, he's dead. Tree guy.
Oh,
He's
I
dead.
think
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tree
we-
Guy is
Yeah.
dead, I heard.
Yeah, he's super dead.
Oops.
There's
Wait, but Tree Guy was
Isley-
some kind of god?
Yeah.
Yeah, we killed his son.
and we broke his
Right.
like shirt sash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't break the sash.
I mean,
So we're
We were there
supposed
and
to
it
be
broke.
dead,
Yeah, but we didn't break it.
and back when we were other people, there were gods, and that's also still kind of around in some cases.
maybe we don't tell Ulrin about the whole new gods, old gods thing. Well, he
Do you
checks
say
over his
that while
shoulder.
Ulrin is sitting at the table? With
I thought he was.
just out loud. Maybe we shouldn't tell Ulrin.
I thought he was hammering in the workshop.
Yeah,
I thought
no.
he was.
No, we're
I thought he
having
was
I'm
safely in the
still, I'm
workshop.
still hammering. I'm not at the
Yeah.
Oh, Ulrin's
Oh,
I'm like-
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we just ixnay on the gods aren't real. He didn't take that super well.
Hey, they're real.
Wait, why are gods not real? I
No,
thought
no,
he is a god.
They murdered each other. It's a whole thing.
That's offensive.
Look,
Oh.
Are you a god?
I nearly died when I put on the hat. Okay.
I
Yeah, but
think
that was your own
I think
fault.
he might be the one with lots of faces. Is that right?
What? But he
Ah,
doesn't have a
thank you.
face. He's just hood and
Yeah, he
leg.
has one now, but that doesn't mean doesn't have others, right?
Do you know a god with like gold eyes and like tiger?
Yeah, that's big teeth, big eyes. Oh my guy.
Yeah,
Is
that
he a
sounds
good
like-
Sounds
guy or
about
a bad
right.
guy?
Or girl, or in between. We don't.
I don't know if I would put
Tiger.
a
I don't.
label on that because
Hmm.
he kind of dealt with nature, and nature is neither good nor bad. It just is.
Okay,
Neutral.
So,
Right.
that's good.
I mean, I think his big thing was that, like, you can't. Listen, he used to talk to me a lot about that, and I just kind of zoned out. So,
Right.
here's the thing. Like, if he talks to you, just talk to him. But
Oh yeah, I
there
did.
are only pieces, and you guys watch him put his own hand through his chest, and it just kind of disappears. Like, he's not
Whoa.
corporeal.
Hmm.
It's like,
And I like
they're
tried to
just
poke
like,
him.
Don't-
yeah, your
I-
hand just goes right through,
Ooh.
and when you pull it out, your fingers are kind of like shimmery purple for a second, and then it like fades.
Ooh.
Nice
Wait.
trick.
Then why was he afraid of the axe? I don't. Look.
I just don't. Me and Tempest didn't get along all the time. I mean, we had some knockdown dragouts, let me tell you, but
Wait, you're not just. He like holds it and like checks the rubies to make sure it's not doing the thing. Like. Okay. Like.
I just didn't. I mean, you know, War God, me God, our values didn't always align.
Yeah.
But it's like a sibling. You bicker, and then you get along again.
So do you have like a sword or a sash or a hat?
He just kind of pokes Volkar, and you do feel it, Volkar.
I
told
feel
him
the poke.
already. I told
Oh.
him.
Oh, you have a Volcar, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I told him.
Okay.
And
I feel kind of important now.
Well, I mean, considering the fact that I am the only one who was smart enough to make a contingency plan for this kind of situation. Well, not the only one, but
Who
I
are
need
the
enough
others?
contingency plans to be here and to make sure that maybe he could, you know, someone could stick around. But then that got, I don't know.
Are you saying like this is kind of your fault?
yes and no. Because you shouldn't be here.
Oh. So the contingency plan kind of messed up.
Yeah. And
But
he
if
seems
we
a little
weren't
confused
here-
for a second, like,
What was
But if-
supposed to happen?
well, I wasn't supposed to die.
So
I
why did
imagine
you
not.
die actually?
Okay.
I'm sorry, is that rude to ask? I'm really working on my people skills here, but like it kind of seems like he said any question, so I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to ask that. Here, have another cookie.
I am. So think about for a second. Think about this. You have encountered Tree Guy, right? But he wasn't all there. You
Hmm.
ran into Evil Sword Chaos Guy, but he wasn't all there.
Wait, the sword is a god?
I mean, it's got to be a piece, right?
It's yeah. You don't get to godhood without making some kind of plan. Like, what if someone tries to, Julius Caesar me in the back?
So you're saying that you're a piece of yourself?
I'm a piece.
That's weird.
Yeah, but
But you know that you're a piece.
That's where I wonder about some of these other folks who have decided to stick around a little bit, because I don't think they realize they're pieces.
Yeah.
Which is also why I don't remember everything.
So what's the big plan? Being whole again?
Nah, I'm not interested.
Okay.
My place got taken. I'm good.
Okay. Then
If
what?
I were you... Hold on a second, let me see something. Okay.
I mean, we can think for ourselves, but what's your
Sure.
goal?
I want you to... I think I need you to find that scroll and either use it for a good purpose or just destroy it.
Huh.
Because at some point along the line, you guys are going to start messing up stuff.
Oh, that's for sure.
And I don't think you want to do that.
Which scroll are we talking about again?
I mean, I guess the one that's we need the sword, the book, the scroll, the sash. Do you mean that scroll?
Yeah, there's a... It's cool, but... we made those things because we thought they would be useful. And I don't think that we recognized how dangerous they would be. God screw up too.
So in order to keep people safe, we should definitely collect these items and then decide
Destroy
what
them.
to do with them and ideally destroy them.
So
Wow.
all these things that happened way back then. The idea here is to tie up loose ends.
Yeah, I think so.
What? And then what? We
End the story. I like it.
Maybe. Although, you guys see his visage it's starting to fade a little bit around the edges. He's starting to go a little blurry.
Ooh, oh dear.
Just,
Do I see that too?
Yeah, you guys definitely.
Oh.
Volkar, you feel like his energy is waning.
You're looking
me-
tired there, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor. Figure out what the hell's going on. And he's gone.
Wait, I thought you did it. Oh, god damn it. Look. These are the most unhelpful gods I've... And he checks over his shoulder that he can still hear the ringing.
Wait,
These
how
are
many
unhelpful
gods
gods.
did before?
They're not gods anymore. That's the thing, I think.
Well, I mean, Bahamut was supposed to keep the city afloat and keep us safe, but then that didn't work. It's like...
Yeah. I mean, god fractions, not as helpful as whole gods, I guess.
That's true.
Hmm.
Although he said other people do his job now?
Well, yeah. If he's one of
New
the old
gods?
gods, that means he's got replaced.
Yeah,
Right?
but the hat said they murdered each other, not, retired.
The Red Knight
Aren't
told
they-
you
I don't
that
think.
they had been killed and those who murdered them are now the gods that exist.
I don't think murdering gods work as simply and as straightforward as murdering mortals, you know. And this one just said they had contingency plans that didn't quite work like he thought, but obviously it worked to a degree.
Why don't those of you who are having this conversation go ahead and make a religion check for me?
Oh boy.
I'm a part of this conversation. I'm just not saying anything. Can
That's
I roll
fine.
too?
Yeah, absolutely. If you were in the room and you heard this, go ahead.
Yay, 4.
Nope.
4. Okay.
14.
Okay. So Volkar and Elysia, and it actually makes sense, especially for Volkar, given his background and his knowledge base, that just at a loose guess, if you had to pick a god out of the current pantheon, you would probably guess the Moonweaver.
For many-faced dude.
For the replacement, but you don't know if that was the one who pulled the theoretical god killer trigger.
Yeah.
But it makes a certain kind of sense.
Yeah.
Camilla, out of her pocket on her breeches, Hazel gives you this little scrap of paper. Let me throw this in here for everyone. It's burnt. It looks like a blood smear on it.
You.
It's very hard to read. And it does say we need more if we're to raise him. He requires the lichens, so it's your job to find more. Be swift and do not disappoint me. And there's a signature, but half of it is burned off, but you do see the letters M-A-Z.
Mad.
M-A-Z.
Mass?
Z,
Oh.
yeah, zebra.
Maz.
What's that about?
Remember how I told you that I thought you needed time before you ran the trials?
Yeah.
The trials are just it doesn't make you one of the order. Most of them are dead, Hazel.
The people of the order are dead, or the people who run
Yeah.
the trials?
Most of them.
Oh. Because of this note, because of this person?
Yeah. He's my loose end.
Do you know the person? Have you met with him?
I have a loose idea. After everything in Amon, after the dragons were gone, I went back home. And I think I mentioned Quentin, and you do remember her saying that name. It was kind of her, like, lieutenant. He's dead.
He was a member of the Order of the Lycans.
Sasha's dead. I had 2 recruits I just brought in. They're dead. All I found at home were claw marks on the wall, blood, and I followed. And by the time I got to them, they were... And her face just turns into this mask of rage. They were... burnout fire, and their bodies torn apart, eyes plucked out, teeth gone, their fur taken. So I sent them on their way, and I found that. And she pokes at the scrap on the table.
Wait, does this have
I'm
to do
sorry.
anything with that sword?
The sword was my own stupid fault.
Okay, unrelated.
Well, yeah, to their deaths, unrelated, but it's a cult. I don't know why they want lichens, but I figured if I was on my own and I went looking for power,
You wanted to use it for
yeah.
tying your loose end. Yeah, I get that.
Yep.
We
He like
We-
waves his arm. Yep. Yeah.
I
we
screwed up.
met a member of the order. We met Miss Ray. Is she also? Does she know about this, or should we try to contact her and tell her about this?
Wait. There's just a shock over her face. Wait,
What?
But
she's alive?
Yeah, she helped us get
Yeah.
any hit points at the bag.
She helped us free Joran Village from the Shade Watch.
She stabbed a guy. Lots of guys. She shot one guy with a ballista. He's like,
Yeah, she's really cool. Not as cool as you, of course, but like pretty cool.
she's
so
efficient.
if
That's
she
good.
doesn't know about this, we should like
Yes.
try to warn her.
That's a good bit of news. I haven't. I haven't seen her in about a year.
She told me that you were close to Crackhammer at some point in the
Yeah, I had
Ray
wandered
Valley, I
a
think.
bit. We lost some people fighting the dragons. I went looking for more recruits, and then went home and
You think she's still in Joran or moved on already?
She's probably
we
moved on.
Do we have
Yeah.
some way of contacting her? She has our blood, and didn't she say she'd want us to do something for her?
Hazel, you have a vial of hers.
I have a vial of hers.
yeah, because we did the thing for her, which was
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
clearing out the
your
Shade Watch and the sword.
Contract with her
Okay.
is solid. Yeah, you guys are
That
on good terms.
means we
I-
can probably contact her fairly
Yeah, I
easily
hand
with
the-
magic, right?
Hand the vial of her blood to Camilla and say if there's any way she could use this to contact her and maybe warn her of the danger.
It's actually pretty simple. And she just takes it from you, gives it a quick shake, pops the cork, and drinks it.
Oh.
Okay.
Takes 2 paces back, like, whoa, god.
Give me a second. And she closes her eyes, and you guys do actually see a little bit of fur kind of sprout on her face. Just a little bit. And she. Yep, she's still mad at me. Okay. Got it. But she knows now, so.
Okay.
She'd made her way to Westron.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to find her. She'll probably punch me, but that's okay.
Do you have any other clues about this person or this cult who are killing our people?
The cave I found Quentin and the others in was near the Foramir Basin. So south of where you guys are now. No,
Okay.
I don't. I mean, I tried to track them past that, but I only got so far. She does pull out one other thing, kind of the side pouch that she's got on her belt. It's a shard of metal that you guys recognize. It's kind of that oily black rainbow metal that you keep seeing. That was in one of their bodies.
Wait, in or on? Because that's a very different.
In like a blade had broken off.
We've seen a lot of
I've got.
snaky people with those.
Yeah.
Let me see if she would know. Okay.
Some of those snake people are everywhere we could go with this.
Yeah.
They're like involved in basically everything at this point.
I mean, they did want to wake up their god, right?
Yeah.
Like a big snake.
Yeah.
What if they are like the contingency plan of some of the other old gods? What if not all of the old gods are so okay with dying like the little fun purple dude, and like they want to be resurrected by their followers?
So he left all the snake people behind. Wait, does that mean Tempest left all the Dragonborn? It's just like his mind just like immediately wanders off. It's like,
So the only clue we have about this cult is that they're collecting lichens to kill them and somehow use that to raise, I assume, another god.
Who's the god of
Possibly.
lichens again? Isn't that a movie? Moon Mirror also has.
I mean, or the yellow-eyed hunter is.
Yeah,
The old...
maybe that's the old one. I was thinking about.
Wild Mother, maybe.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe.
Wild Mother.
I mean, some of us adhere to stuff, but
I mean, we don't really have like a god.
yeah.
Wait, you said that they'd taken their fur off, right? Which would be their skin, which is... And he like looks at Alicia like, we've seen this before, right?
Yeah, that's necromancy.
Stealing their, like, ephemeral juju by peeling them like an orange.
Yep, we've seen that.
Have I heard about anything like that?
Sure, make a history check for me.
Look, this feels like a conversation that we should probably have a friendly neighborhood priest here for.
Yeah, we should probably at some
Oh, now
point
you
make
want
it
him in.
Ulrin.
Yeah. Yes, now I'm done committing heresy. It's probably safe to invite him back to the conversation.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you know, the uglier parts of history. One of the big fears, certainly across Tal'Dorian, particularly in Wildmount, where Alicia is from, is that necromancy is super bad juju, Magumbo.
It is.
And
Right.
Anyone who starts dabbling in that goes outside of the boundaries of healing or revivification usually has nefarious plans. So there are a handful, the particulars, not so much,
Okay.
but body parts in heinous rituals, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I shared that information.
Okay.
Yeah, of course necromancy is evil. I could have told you that immediately.
You also
Yeah.
do know,
I mean-
Volkar, just from the stories, that almost all the time these rituals have some kind of cost, and it usually backfires on the person doing the ritual.
Okay.
But it doesn't stop people from trying.
Yeah.
So,
So I shared that. And more in like, all I've heard is Wade and, oh, I know this stuff. Yeah, no, because that's fairly common knowledge.
I'm gonna go and grab Ulrin. I mean, two gods, talk to him. Maybe three if there's an old one. Like, he's just like,
Yeah.
he just
sounds
like sets
he-
off down the stairs. Like, I
I
don't,
was actually also gonna go and get Ulrin. I'll hold Nexus down.
yeah. We're just like, I don't know, we need a priest and just leave. Like,
Okay.
oh, Ulrin, oh, he's got the damn hammer. He's like, put his hand on his shoulder. Can't hear anything. Look, whoa, okay, let's put the hammer down. Look,
Hi, Ulrin. Are you
We-
okay?
I'll drop the hammer and just kind of like out of breath and like sweating and stuff, and wipe my face off and be like, "Yeah, I'm all right. I just needed to blow some steam. It's quite a lot going on lately. So, what are you guys doing?"
Well,
Yeah, having more stuff that's going on.
there was a purple guy about Hazel size, and he's
You're a
like,
bit smaller than me.
it's probably best if you come upstairs.
Yeah.
All right, I need a drink anyway, and let me just put this away and put all my stuff away and kind of clean the workbench and head
Like-
up.
Do
Pauses
you like
for a
the
minute.
workshop? I wasn't really sure what you all need, so I kind of like just imagined a bunch of stuff.
Hey, it's really good. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll just kind of like put my arm around Hazel and just kind of hug her a little bit, and then pat Neuraxis on the back, and just be like, "All right, let's go talk about these gods, right?"
Yeah, it's like as they walk up, he's like, so it turns out not murder in like the murder sense. He's like trying to like backtrack the other day. Like, turns out God murder not like normal murder.
We've learned
Good
Yeah.
try, good try. Yeah.
Some of them
Rexus
sort
has
of
problems
retired.
with impulse control,
Yes.
and I think I just show him like the note, and I like also quickly tell him about what Camilla told us so far about the situation with the lichens.
Also, she drank blood, so maybe we just don't panic about that. Like,
No, it's okay. That's what we do. That's kind of
I mean-
thing.
I
You know
have
it's a blood
never
hunter.
seen you. Where? You know what? Don't tell me. It's okay.
You have seen her rip some throats out.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, some of it gets in your mouth.
Yeah,
by
but she
accident.
straight up like just popped the cork and knocked one back. That's a very different.
You
And
get
when you
used to the
guys
taste
come
after a while.
upstairs, Camilla has put a glass in front of her and a glass in front of Volkar, and is like, "All right, 1, 2, 3, chug." And
I think she's really taken a liking to Volker. She doesn't get along with people that easily, usually.
He
I
drinks
mean, she
like
was in a
crazy.
cave.
She just starts
Drinking
pouring
is a
more
great
out.
way to get along.
She's kind of slumped
So-
over the table now, just like really looking tired.
So the gods that talk to you, some of the old ones retired, and then some of them left people behind to wake them back up. We think with the skin peeling thing. I don't suppose any of
I
them
don't-
mentioned that to you while they were invading your brain. It's like.
Like, I don't think the skin peeling thing was a part of getting them back. I think it was more of getting more power to get them back afterwards.
I mean, yeah. I want power to rebuild a city. They want power to bring a god back to life.
Yeah, but you wouldn't skin someone to bring back your city, would you, Norexus?
Oh god, no. That's not what I meant. He's like,
This conversation's just.
I'm just like
This is taking a turn.
I'm just like stretching, like kind of sore from like working and stuff, and I'm just gonna walk over to the kitchen or whatever and get something to drink and just like slam
There's lots of food there.
so much alcohol, and then I'll probably get some food and whatever and come over and just sit down and be like, so what's going on?
So long story short, when I seem to like talk to like no one,
Yeah, you
he,
said that.
he actually showed up and everyone could see him this time.
Oh, that's nice. Of course,
And
I
he
missed
ends,
that.
yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Fine.
We'll
He
ask him
clarified a
next
few
time.
things, basically. So like these ancient gods that are not around anymore, some of them had plans to be around again. And as far as I know, we with those past lives were part of a contingency plan that didn't work as intended. And yeah, basically lots of loose ends, and my purple friend who used to be the many-faced god, but he's not just a fragment, he would very much like for us to tie up all these loose ends. And there's something about snake people. I think
That
Thorkel mentioned those in the letter, but whatever.
They might also be involved in the killing of the Lycans.
to get power to bring back the god, which would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
really
Lycan
bad.
killing, right?
The Raven Queen or Hammer Dwarf, either of them mention anything about?
Also, we should really destroy that sword.
Yeah, oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
We have to take it to the Pansophical, I guess. They got rid of the
Yeah.
last one, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should vote on it. No, we should just do it, right?
Yeah, we
I
should.
think everyone
just do it.
sounds like they're in favor of it, so.
I mean,
Or-
we're all in favor of like tying those loose ends and ending that ancient gods thing, right? Because I mean, they've had their chance.
I mean, the bad ones, I mean,
The good ones don't want to come back anyway, so that's that.
that's true. Oh, also, apparently we might have been left stuff from our old selves, so we should maybe look for that. But not all of it is ours. But as far as I'm concerned, if I find it, it's mine. Because, possession
Because
is
you're a greedy
9/10 of the
dragon,
law.
yeah.
Hey, now,
Only
that
the
is
good
racist.
stuff,
He's he just like goes off on a tirade in Draconic about dwarves telling me about having too much stuff in my hoard. He's like,
I know dwarves are
Info.
greedy too.
he's like,
Here's the thing that I just realized, like, I have this crossbow, and like I hold up Hunter's Fury,
hey,
and
whoa,
like,
finger off the trigger.
yeah, and you really shouldn't touch it because my dude, the gold-eyed hunter, told me that I assume this is one of the like objects or relics or something similar to it, because he told me if anyone else besides me uses that, they die. So we should maybe
That's
keep
extreme.
that in. We should maybe keep that in mind. If maybe see, that's why I wrote this like little parchment note on here that says no one should touch it besides me.
The
Just to make
parchment
sure,
note
you
that's,
know.
like gotten smeared with dirt and blood by now.
I might have to redo that at some point. And so like we should maybe keep that in mind also, because if that applies to some of the other objects as well, that's maybe not such a good idea to just randomly take them.
I mean, Atian touched my axe and he didn't die, so that's probably okay.
Hmm.
But maybe to be on the safe side.
I mean,
Maybe
you
my dude
ended
was
it
just
over,
really
so-
paranoid about people touching his stuff. So
That's I
yeah,
get
that
that.
is an extra safety measure.
Yeah.
No, I understand why that would be. Yeah. Yeah. Any of this ringing any deity bells? I don't know what to. It's like,
As far as I can remember, I don't think that they mentioned any of that really. They didn't really mention any old gods. They just said that I'm an important piece to it and that I need to destroy the book.
Yeah, maybe you're more related to the current gods.
oh, no, well, I mean, so Volka has to get rid of the scroll. Olin has to get rid of the book. I'm guessing. Just follow with me here. I'm supposed to get rid of the sword.
I'm probably
I don't
supposed to
think he was specific about me in particular getting rid of the sword. I kind of asked him what he would like us to do, but sure, whatever.
I mean, he's your friend. What do you like?
He's
I
your
know that-
imaginary friend.
I know that there's a book in Dagger Bay that we need to get.
I know
Or
that
did you
there's
know?
something.
I think it was a book there.
I miss contingency plan is the relationship, but yeah, I like him. He's cool.
I know that there's something in the Underdark as well, because that's what
The ground near.
maybe we should like take up the map and
Crackhammer.
mark all the places where we like think stuff is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have
Yeah.
maps of
Like,
Tal'Dorei. That's not. So yeah, actually, let me.
What
bump
about the
you back.
Underdark? Do we write it on the underside of the map?
Well,
Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
How do you get to the
Oren
Underdark?
would be the one to ask about that.
Didn't you
About what?
mention this before that the Underdark could be got to from?
Crackhammer?
Yeah,
No.
because that's the mushroom people and that whole thing. Right?
The mushroom people.
I'm sure there was something about mushroom
He's
people.
not. He's
Been a
not
long time since we.
being
mushroom
totally
caves, right?
insensitive, Oren, to your traumatic past, but he's being a little.
I like
Right, that is what it's from. Okay.
Praxis, even I know that was rude.
Either player forgot.
My God.
So, okay, I'm getting from this is like there's a few old gods were bad. Let's say evil. One has been killed by you guys and my cousin. One is in the bag, and there's others out there. And there's the good and maybe not bad ones who have been kind of interacting with each of us. And then there's the gods that are there now, including the Alhammer, who seems to be favoring Nilrin here. And all of those seem to agree that loose ends need to be tied up.
And there are
So-
also groups of people who want to resurrect some of the old gods.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
those we're counting them as loose ends and we're tying them up. Preferably to death.
What if they want to skin Ulrin? He's
We
important, right?
Then
And
we'll
that's how you
stop
steal.
them
we
from doing it.
explicitly kill
No
them.
one
in
skins
that case.
Ulrin.
I know, but I mean that would follow the thing, right? He's important, and to steal their important stuff, they take their skin. And he's like
Don't
looking at
worry,
Ulrin
Ulrin.
like,
We'll not let anyone skin you.
yeah,
we still don't
need-
really
he
know
needs
how the
more
Lycan
armor.
skinning fits into this, but yeah.
like he needs more armor, like all the time. That's just
You
we
need to
just
face armor too, like.
yep.
Okay. I just want to like put everything on the table that we know, so we know what we're doing, where we're going, and all that stuff. So does that sound about right to everyone?
Yeah, I think we drop off and destroy the evil in the sword. I mean, if the I'm not going to complain. Anyway,
Yeah.
Then Craighammer, near Craighammer, and then Craighammer. Like what? Because it's on the way, right?
I was gonna ask, can we maybe go to Dagger Bay soon?
Which way is
Yeah,
the
because
Dagger
you're
Bay?
clearing.
I'm gonna draw Dagger Bay. There.
Dagger Bay.
Wait.
There.
Wait, I've forgotten where we
Yeah.
are now.
Yeah, there.
You guys are about here, just south of the Bramblewood, near the road, near one of the main roads.
Oh, holy shit.
You are
No, the map isn't moving.
far away
And where-
from
where are the-
Hold on.
everything.
Where are the caves where Camilla found the...
I'm
Where Camilla found, and she
refreshing
does
the
mark
page.
for you. Let me
Yeah.
actually just do that real quick. She marks on the map that she found the cave about there. Near the
okay, so
foreigner
they might
base.
be like... They might be like somewhere close to here.
The page is unresponsive.
No!
Oh!
Reload.
Roll20 did that to me earlier, as being a butthead.
Yeah, not cool. Roll 20.
So if
Not
we go,
cool.
as loath as I am to
Let me
suggest
do
leaving
this
it in the
too. So,
Oh Jesus!
you
What's
know a
with all the
couple of
red
other things.
stuff over there?
You know that the dead Yuan Ti that you found in Joren
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
likely from
Oh
somewhere
yeah.
down in this area.
Oh, she was on the room.
Wait,
in
where?
jungle. Holy shit,
In
it's
the
horrible.
Reifenmist jungle. Somewhere
Oh.
in that huge expanse of just humid
Oh,
jungle
there's-
swampland.
There's
Okay.
some tribal dragonborn
There's
Do they
down
have
there.
dinosaurs
there? Are
there?
tribal dragonborn down there as well, somewhere.
Are there dinosaurs? Is this like Joel?
Make a history check.
I
Oh,
And I want to see if you, and I'll let anybody join in on that who wants to.
I mean, I just want to know, like, as a player, because I love
Sure.
history.
Uh,
I got a 19.
I also wrote history, math.
math. No,
Math.
history.
No. I'm trying to do math and it's failing. 21.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's dinosaurs down there.
Cool. We go there.
For sure.
Now,
not
Okay,
a first
and where is
priority.
Dagger Bay again?
Dagger Bay is
up here.
there.
Blue. Yep.
Oh, okay. That blue thing, yeah.
And
so
you guys are
And Craghammer
in the middle
is
when
full of red there.
There, I
east
think?
of
That
No.
east of Kymel is where we are.
yeah. That
Oh,
little
you-
purple
that's
mark
West
there,
Run.
Oh, we're here, yeah.
Imon is
far away.
obviously
Is
yeah.
on the coast
So-
over here.
Because I have this stuff. I have the
Jesus.
rough travel times.
We're gonna go all over the place, and we don't even have a druid to get us through trees or
Dude,
anything.
not.
Jesus.
We'll just. We don't even
One
have
day.
a cart or horses.
Okay.
We don't even have a carpet.
So-
One
We
day
can
we'll
get
have a
a card.
teleportation circle. One day. I trust in Alicia to one day just bamf us through the universe.
Let me see
One day.
here.
Not
Oh.
today.
Yeah.
Well,
Not this day.
I might have a way for some of us to get around faster.
Are we gonna run on your back?
Um,
On your back?
no. So, it's probably safer if I show you this outside.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think Hale is gonna.
Well, I just
Yeah.
wanted to note from where you guys are, Singorn is about 2.5 weeks on foot.
Sorry, what? 2.5 weeks?
Yeah.
To
Amon
Singorn.
is also. Amon's almost a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Jesus.
A
On
month?
foot.
Holy shit.
On
Oh.
foot
Okay.
with a normal rate of speed. You get a horse, you're going to cut that down significantly.
Yeah.
Western, you're about 6 days out. Kymel, you're a little more than that, about 8, because you're a little closer to Western, but you are basically in the middle of nowhere right now.
I was gonna ask, is there a
Mhm.
place
So-
nearby where we can get horses? Like a village or
You would
something?
have to go
Walk.
outside and start walking.
Kymel, probably?
It's on the way to everything, so.
I mean, what is the little orange cross slightly south of Kymel for?
That
I've
is
lost
the
track.
cave where Camilla
Where
found
the-
her dead companions.
Oh.
Right.
She said it was kind of south of the Foramir Basin, where she had tracked them to.
So maybe the cult is somewhere in that area who's killing the lichens.
I mean, I feel like keeping the sword for any longer than we have asking for trouble, right?
Yeah, I think we should definitely contact Alora as soon as possible and tell her we have the sword and see if they have any means of transporting us to them.
That is a good idea. Or if we have to
Like
like, go to Kymel and get moved.
Yeah.
That's like a strange idea. It might be nothing, but didn't the tabernacle say it has like access to other places? Didn't she like say there are numerous doors to it?
Yeah, but we'd have to come out through somebody's stone, right?
Right, so she can't be like, we have a store in Singorn or something, and we walk out of there.
I don't think it's that easy.
Ah,
You
too
can
bad.
ask.
Yeah, we'd Kool-Aid Man out of somebody's pocket. Like,
Well, we'd apologize for it, like give them an apology cookie or something like that.
And
And
all you can do is ask, because you
Sure.
don't know.
I mean,
It was
yeah, it
just
can't
a
hurt to
thought.
ask.
No.
What do you want to do?
like I think like I see how it is really important that we get to relics, but I would prefer to. I think the lives of people are more important. So I would say we first go to places where we know people are being like threatened and things are happening, like
So,
the thing with the lichens
Yeah.
and Alicia's parents.
and
Yeah, my parents are in
Owen's-
Dagger Bay, and I have no idea if they're how
So-
long or they've probably
I'm-
been there for a long time. So I don't know.
I
Yeah,
would
into
agree with
Crackhammer
that.
because
I
of
mean,
Owen's
of course,
Owen's
if
lady,
we
yeah.
if we go where people are in danger and we die there, then the bad things could fall into the wrong end. But like, we're not gonna die.
We're
I mean-
basically gods.
Oh no.
I don't think that's how it works. Like, I don't
No.
think we are, but like,
Besides, someone would have to know that it's in the bag of holding in order to take it out.
Oh,
and dumping it is
first-
dangerous, so.
The
I
first
had a
thing we
thought
do
about
is
that.
talk to Laura. First thing we do is talk
Yes.
to Laura.
Yes.
Maybe,
Yes.
maybe she can
Yeah.
transport the sword to her place or somehow.
That's what I'm thinking.
But
Yeah,
didn't it
with
need
the
us
anarchist.
last time?
I don't think she can then transport the sword.
Or maybe
No,
she
but
can
she can
come
transport us.
She would have to at least transport
Yeah.
us.
If
or
if you-
herself to us.
if you can get hold of Laura, that's going to be better than what I
I
was
can
going to
try and-
suggest.
I can try and see if I'm any more spots. Like on my message scroll, see if I have any more space.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can always do it in the morning. We have cookies and the beds
Oh,
are
yeah.
actually really nice. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Just make sure you get your own room because I
First
thought I
we
had a
get our
tiny
reps,
bed
and then we do that.
It's like,
But you know, it's worth
Firstly.
talking about before bed, so we know
Yeah.
what to do in the morning after breakfast.
Yeah.
message
And I do
Laura.
insist on after breakfast.
Yes. So what? Message Laura and then start heading to Kymel and see what comes back. Because
Yeah.
you know she's a busy lady. She's like,
All right.
Go to sleep.
yeah. Oh, I meant to ask, how big are the green cloaks that were left behind on this hook? Are they like halflings or like?
Human-sized.
Okay.
Pretty average for a human.
Can I like imagine a bed for Camilla too?
Yeah, you take a second and you kind of think about it, and you guys hear a kind of like a room has been built at the end of the hallway. Seems like it worked.
Sweet.
I imagine this mansion is like those, they are RTS games. You just build a
Oh.
house.
Click.
Yeah.
Just clip another room on.
You get the distinct impression, Hazel, that you're only going to have so much space. Like you can't just keep building and building and building. It has an end to it. You just don't know what that is.
I'll test the limits of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I think we should all get some sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
And I like make sure Camilla also gets to bed because she looks really
Yeah,
exhausted.
she's pretty drunk. You don't blame her. But she immediately just
No.
like face down, poof, into the bed and is like, "Hey."
Yeah, I'll like put a blanket over her and like cover her and make sure she's comfortable.
Okay. As you do that, Hazel, you see that spot where you know she's got the tattoo for the Claret Order, kind of in the middle of her upper back. You can see it, and it looks like she got hit there too. Like it's a reminder of how much she's probably been through.
Yikes.
And how much she has not told you.
Mm.
Yeah. I like see it and I like look at it for a moment and then I like after she's already passed out, I just say to her, "Don't worry. We'll make this right, I promise." And then I like leave.
You guys sleep. These are the
Yeah.
best beds you've ever slept in your entire life.
And I can actually just say that before we go to sleep, I just quickly wanted to go to Volkar,
Yeah.
and I wanted to just thank him because I noticed during the battle he was the one who like got to Camilla and made sure to like free her, and he put himself like in the line of fire for that, and I just thank you for that.
Well,
I'm
if she
really
was,
grateful she's okay.
I mean, she was stuck with a sword. I figure, like, I'm the strongest here, so I had the best chances.
Yeah, thank you. You're a really good person, Volkar.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm going
Alright.
to kill that dwarf.
Alright.
Also, after that and before I go to sleep, I'm gonna use that little sending scroll,
Okay.
and I'm gonna write forgot to ask who won, you or me.
A couple minutes goes by, and you just see in Theona's hand. What do you mean? Come on. Of course it was you. I have your gold, by the way.
Cool. Keep it.
Good, because I need it to use.
And I go to sleep.
Okay.
Satisfied.
You just had to prove a point.
I didn't want to prove a point. I just wanted to make sure, you know.
Gotta check. Gotta know. Burning
I
questions.
gotta know.
Okay. Yeah, you guys go to sleep. Sorry, I'm trying to reconnect. My camera's here, and now I can't see anybody. There we go.
I mean, the
That's better.
barnacle bars were pretty good too. It could have gone either way.
We're pretty good. It was close. It was close. Oh, where did my note go? That's the wrong note. There it
What?
is. Ulrin, as you get to sleep for the evening, for a long rest, you do get this kind of odd cold sensation wash over you. It's like this wave. It kind of curls in the pit of your stomach, and you're anxious and dreading something, but you don't know what. Like, it has no source.
So I just feel crappy and like something bad's happened, or
Just like all of a sudden, something's wrong.
Hmm.
I have no idea where it's like coming from or anything.
It's sourceless.
I'll take a minute and or a while, and I'll focus on the Forge Master, and I'll try and do my channel divinity with some of the like rainbow looking metals.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
and I just want to see like what I make. Like I don't have anything like planned, but I want to see if it'll work the same as my normal, Artisan's Blessing channel divinity.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make a religion check for me and do it with advantage. True.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, fuck!
Oh.
So even when I try to screw stuff up, the 20s just ruined. No. No, this is
It
good,
was
actually.
a 1 and a 20. Jesus.
Yeah, it was. No, this is a good thing. Because the metal, your focus immediately moves away from that. But you do feel that this connection to the thing that you love so much, the crafting, making new things, protecting your friends, all of that kind of gets looped into this cycle of thought that you're having as you're focusing. And you realize that should be making you feel better, and it's not. And when you close your eyes again, that cold wave has shifted into dread. And nothing, not the heat of a forge, not a fire, anything can help wash that away. And as you start to search, you just kind of cast your subconscious out to see if you can focus. There's this flare of orange light, and you see the Allhammer's hammer in front of you. You have seen it so many times. It's on every statue, it's in every engraving. It is resting, handle pointing towards the sky. And that orange light is coming from a single crack straight down the middle of the hammerhead. And the only thing you can think right now is, did you cause this?
Okay. And nothing happens with the metal or anything.
No.
I'll just take the metal and put it back in the bag, and I'll grab onto my necklace that Ellie gave to me and just kind of lay down and just cry myself to sleep.
Okay. Alright. You guys wake up in the morning, some of you more at ease than others, for sure. Camilla has beaten you all to the kitchen. She's already busy. Seems to be just how she's dealing, is cooking seems to make her feel better, for sure.
I was also actually gonna get up pretty early to like
Okay.
make breakfast for everyone. So
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
guess
you
I'll
guys
make
then
it
maybe you
before.
meet kind of about at the same time. Just whenever you're awake,
Yeah.
you're like, hey, food, I can go do the thing for everybody.
And while we make the food, I kind of like also tell her, well, basically everything, like as much as I can, like the important parts. Like I don't think I would basically keep anything a secret from her. Like, well, like maybe parts from the other people. Like I wouldn't tell her about like Noraxis's patron or something like that necessarily, because they might want to keep it private. But everything else, I'll like tell her about the Shade Watch, about Joran, about what happened to me, my new transformation, Miss Ray and such, and what happened in Marquette, all those things.
Okay. She
And the
listens-
camel.
And the camel.
And the camel,
Of
yes.
course. She listens, her face sometimes contorting in either confusion, a little disturbed at some points, just like, what the hell is going on? But the minute you bring up Mizray, she just kind of retreats back into herself a little bit. She just says she's gonna punch. I'm telling you right now, she's gonna punch me when she sees me.
Well, it's maybe not one of my business, and like Hazel looks kind of curious, but tries to like keep it down somehow, like tries not to show it. But like, what exactly happened between you two?
I'm not the most. It's so funny because when you, and I swear this has a point, Hazel, and actually for everybody, but when you had first told me about Camilla, I had pictured her with this very particular type of temperament, and then when Marisha made Beauregard, I was like, holy shit. It's like Camilla 20 years ago.
That
She
is
didn't
kind of
give a
fitting.
shit about anything.
That's how
She's
I was
very-
picturing her too a bit, yeah.
Yeah. She just doesn't really have a filter, but she's learned over the years to temper that with silence most of the time, which was the Camilla that you met. But Misery just brings something out in her that she's just like, I just don't. I screwed up. She wanted me to go off with her and retire so we could live our lives together like we'd said we were going to 20 years
Is-
ago, and I screwed up.
Is she your special someone? I've been learning a lot about that. I've done some intensive research. My friend Elijah helped me, and like I've learned so much about this. Like, and I tell her about like the books, and then that one book I gave to a frogman, and then the other one to a bunch of dudes who were like gardening, and it's just like I've been broadening my worldview so much. I've learned so many things since I left the woods.
She just kind of shakes her head. She's like, do me a favor. If you ever have that person in your life, don't do. Alicia, she did not help. Don't do what I did and just say, "Oh, we'll get to it."
Oh, you did not want to retire with her?
I didn't want to retire at all. The order is my responsibility. But maybe if I had. She's so gonna punch me when she sees me. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I
I
think
mean,
she'll,
I'm
also,
not there, but
she'll also be happy to see you.
I'm not
you
there,
don't
but
want
Ms. Ray doesn't look like she's retiring anytime soon either.
Yeah, I wonder why she did. I mean, I think that's what my friend Volker would say if he was here. And was sitting upstairs.
Excellent. Well played.
Metagaming pigeon.
but yeah, I wonder why she didn't retire then on her own.
The only thing that I can guess is that she didn't want to do it unless I was with her.
Maybe that means she's still waiting for you.
Yeah. Or maybe I've screwed it up so badly that she'll never forgive me. Also possible. Doesn't matter. Here, and she starts like kind of like roughly setting plates down. Not mad at you, just like directed at herself.
I imagine after all this storytelling on Hazel's part, we're all starting to wake up too now. Because, I mean,
Come into the room with
it's
those
been a lot
snippets
of game
conversation.
sessions, so that's a long story.
It's a long story, and you guys all come in at parts of it.
Oh.
Particularly when you overhear Hazel say, "I've been doing all of this research with all these bugs," and you're like, "Nope, nope." Mm-mm.
And like Volkar as a little, a little extra joy in his demeanor this morning, for no apparent reason.
Okay. Before we break, what is the plan?
So, message
Okay.
to Allura.
Yeah.
Start traveling towards Kymel, I guess, because if we it's going to be the nearest place, whether she can get us back or not, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bust the sword.
Okay.
So Laura hasn't responded yet.
We haven't sent a message yet.
Oh,
No, we're sending it this morning.
Do you want to do that?
We
now,
have
Alicia?
sword.
Yeah,
we
probably
going
now-
to Kymel.
I'm gonna send her a message now. I'm gonna use if there's any more space on the sending scroll thing.
Okay. There's a little bit left. You're kind of at the end of it. Like writing
Got
in the
sword.
manuscript.
Got
Got-
sword.
That sword.
Help.
Good. Solid.
To the point.
that should work.
Wow.
She does not respond.
Crap.
Hmm.
There goes the
Flux
plan.
does, though.
Hmm?
Flux responds.
Oh. Oh.
You recognize their handwriting.
It's moist.
Oh, water droplet.
Why is the paper?
Are you my
what-
father? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Like the dots on the eyes and stuff, they're like little drops.
Little drops. Yeah, little water drops. Allura's in the vault. Come to Amon when you can.
Crap.
Have research and results for you.
Can teleport question?
No, no.
Like in the corner,
I-
you have room.
Okay.
Teleport, please.
Amtrak, please now.
Port, please.
Okay. So maybe head towards Kymel and see if.
Oh
No.
man.
Have
Yeah,
I think, or if we go back to Western, there are people in Western that can help us probably.
Wherever we decide to go, I might have a way to get us there quick. That's my only.
Okay.
Right,
If we're going to Amon, what is your plan?
So, I have a new spell.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Okay, tell me your spell, and I'll see if.
So I have to cast things at 4th level now, because I'm a warlock, and I have fly. So I cast it on me and someone. We just grab the other two and take off.
I was gonna say something, but it's probably gonna be a bad idea
that
if I
would
cast
go a
haste
little
on someone.
faster, but
Would
I mean,
make
haste on someone
fly
flying might be dangerous when it ends.
No,
Yeah.
that's gonna
I
be
mean,
fine.
we can just fly close to the ground, right? How long does
Yeah.
I mean, it
Haste
lasts a
for-
while. Oh, haste is a minute, but
Yeah.
fly is...
Okay.
How long
Yeah,
does it
I
fly
use
then?
snow.
Minute flying and then I can cast it 3 times a day. No,
I mean,
5 times a day.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Fly-
that's not
5
gonna
minutes?
work.
But don't you get peril stunned after haste?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I do.
And flight will only last for
That
10
was-
minutes, but it's a hell of a lot quicker than continually walking to
Oh.
fly 60 feet. Like, oh, we need to get across. Screw finding the
I
bridge.
mean,
just
it's
take
double
off.
speed for 10 minutes. It's not worth much.
I feel like we had a similar conversation when you guys were trapped underneath that house in Joran, and you were like, we could just shatter the wall and fireball it at the same time. This feels
Those same
very
people too.
familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It was more just for like getting there in a straight line, so we don't have
Yeah.
bridges and hills
So,
and stuff. We can just
Which
shoot over the top.
direction are you going?
Yeah, we're aiming for Kymel or Westron?
Aiming for Kymel to get carts and stuff so we can
Okay.
go to
Yeah.
Iman. Is that a
Yeah,
plan?
let's start at least going in the correct
You
direction.
could do that. There you go. We'll get you
Yeah, and I mean-
guys. Is there anything you want to do before you exit the house? I think is my question.
Eat more
breakfast.
cookies.
Oh sure, yeah.
Definitely.
They
I
just
also
keep
kind-
replenishing. Like they're just always
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
What kind of cookies are they? Are they just like the
Whatever you
standard
want.
chocolate chip? Oh, sweet.
Chocolate chip.
Yeah, you just think of it and they're there.
I would like.
Gingerbread.
There's
I would
strawberry. You can just like from the top down.
I'll go with kind of like oatmeal honey cookies for today, and I'll try to think up of a different cookie flavor each time we come into this place.
Oh, there you go.
I like take notes. Like everyone, give me their favorite cookie flavor, and I'll make sure we have a nice.
But you can fabricate horses.
Yeah, who's gonna like? I can pull the wagon for a bit. I can pull it for I think 20 minutes.
Oh man.
It's a giant tiger.
Wait,
Sorry.
if we put the helmet on you, you'll have advantage
Oh
on
my
strength
God.
and you'll go faster.
Oh.
And we cast haste.
Oh.
And you can taste on me.
Okay.
Jesus.
This is
Yeah.
gonna go bad.
We got something there.
Yeah, I want to do it. Let's go.
Boy.
Need just the Kymel drift. It's like
Okay, so
Oh,
haste as a
God.
tiger with the helmet and haste.
Yeah.
How fast will that get us?
I have no
Wait,
idea.
my speed as a
Very.
tiger is I think 40 feet. I think is my basic speed.
Yeah.
so. The helmet makes it 50, and then haste makes it 100 feet every 6 seconds.
And one transformation lasts 10 minutes, and I have 2, so I can keep this up
But-
for 20 minutes. And the
Yeah,
haste-
and take a short rest, and then you'll get him back.
yeah, and a short rest, and then I have both back. Yeah,
Holy shit.
This is going.
I
to
can
be
keep
so-
going all day.
100 feet every. This seems dangerous.
So someone can do that math, and we'll take a break. How's that sound?
And you know, with my 20 strain, I can pull too.
My God. Okay,
But I only have
chaos.
30 feet movement.
Just pure chaos. Okay, so you have an answer, but you are gonna have to hoof it for a little bit to try to get to somewhere. And there may be stops or villages along the way, but right now you're in the middle of basically when you stick your head out of the mansion, it is essentially just field. And there's the Bramblewood off to the north, kind of the northeast a little bit. You do see that dense forest that direction, but it's miles off. And just, it's overcast. You're nearing into fall at this point. So the day is a little cloudy, a little cooler than it normally would be, and you are starting to see the leaves just lose that crisp green of summer and kind of transition into more autumnal colors.
Right.
I also want to ask Camilla what her plan is. Like, is she gonna come with us to Kaimal, or what in general is she planning on doing from here on out?
And she's put all her armor back on, and she has her bow and her daggers and everything. She looks ready to set off. She says, I think I'm gonna... I don't want to leave you again, but at the same time, I don't think you need me. And I don't say that for pity. But you are so much more than I could have ever expected.
I owe it all to them. I would have never made it without them.
Camilla looks very seriously at all of you, and she has those bright greenish yellow eyes that you've gotten a little bit used to, especially being around Hazel, but it's like she's staring through each one of you individually. She says, just make sure you take care of her.
That's the plan.
I'm gonna go find Mizrae, and then she and I was jesting a little bit earlier. I mean, she's gonna be mad at me, but she's gonna want to help me track.
Well, don't go just disappearing, though, because,
No, I
Hazel's
won't.
been looking for you a while.
I won't. And she gives you, Hazel, she gives you 2 vials of her blood.
Sorry, what? She gives me what?
2 vials of her own blood.
I was actually also gonna give her a vial of my blood. I
You
Like,
guys-
All
cut
this
my hand.
blood trading.
you're like
Thing.
phlebotomist trade over here, yeah.
Does anyone have a glass vial for me? Don't worry, Noraxis, it's okay.
Get like an empty potion.
Just
bottle.
don't look.
Yeah.
You guys can do that. She says, you know what to do with it now.
I do. I wish you best of luck, and I'll also be keeping an eye out for those people. They need to be stopped.
If you find anything, let me know. When I get to Mizrae, I'm guessing she's probably in Western. That's probably a good theory. I'll let you know. It shouldn't be too long. And you
I like-
guys... Yeah.
For saying goodbye, I just want to give her a hug and tell her, please be careful, okay? Promise me.
She bends down to you and returns the hug, but pulls back after a few seconds, and she says, it'll be all right. For the first time, I'm not worried.
We'll meet again.
And you guys watch her transform. And what form does she take, Hazel? Remind me real
She
quick.
She becomes a werewolf.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's what my notes said. I just wanted to make sure. So you guys
Yeah.
watch this kind of tawny wereboar, huge animal. And she kind of hits your arm with her head, snorts at all of you, and takes off.
A wereboar?
Wereboar.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Now you understand why she's so brawny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand how she's like
She's
bow.
like 600 pounds of just pure animal muscle just running.
I just look after her for a bit and just eyes in the distance.
You know what direction you gotta go.
Yeah, we do.
All right, I'm ready to pull this wagon that exists or doesn't exist yet.
That's not. We're
Oh,
not
we actually do.
Where? Yeah. What are we doing,
God,
and where are we
really
going?
doing this?
We have to do this. It's
No.
awesome.
No,
we go to Kaimal.
really don't.
If we can buy horses, then you make a cart for the horses to pull. That seems
Yeah.
more sensible than
But I
making
thought
it
we
now.
would-
Yeah.
But I thought we would do it to go to Kaimal.
I mean, you can try pulling it through yourself once we get to Kaimal, like before we get the horses, if you really want.
You might
All
attract
right.
just a little bit of attention.
I don't think it's going to be very practical.
Mm.
Yeah, but one of these days our horses will die, and then it will be my turn.
One day, Hazel, one day we'll convince them.
One day.
One day. We have
But
to do
not
this one
today.
day.
We have to.
So you guys can set off down the road. You have like
Oh,
the
God.
mansion door shuts. You have your little jade and gold filigree ball that you can kind of just tuck away again. And you guys set off down the road. Is anyone just kind of keeping an eye out as you go?
Yeah, I'll be
I will-
passively like
Okay,
watching
yeah, because your
and
passive's pretty high. So
yeah.
okay.
I almost got that observant feat, and then it would have been higher.
Yeah, it would have been so crazy then. I was also thinking
Okay.
about that one.
All right. So 17. All right. Just keep that in mind. You guys set off. Morning passes. The sun starts to kind of crack through the clouds a little bit. Air warms up some. You see a few farmers way out in the distance. Looks like one guy has a couple of oxen attached to a cart, and it looks like he's trying to till the land. But you haven't passed anyone yet. I need Neuraxis and Volcar to make wisdom saves.
Whoa.
Wisdom saves.
Yep.
That's my worst ever.
Oh.
Oh yeah, do you have portent rolls?
Yeah, but I can't use them now.
Ah,
I'm
I'm
gonna write them in the chat so you know what it are.
okay.
Yeah, that's a 12.
Well,
I will use Dark One's Blessing.
okay.
Although I suppose it's not Dark One anymore, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Oh, great. 13. So much better.
Okay. Nothing
That's what I
happens.
get for...
You feel a little funny for a second. Just like, and then you're like, oh. And Volcar is like, oh, I just had some indigestion. I don't know what I just ate.
Must have been the cookies.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Cookies don't vanish when the thing goes, do they? Like, I'm not going to be hungry again.
Surely they would.
Yeah,
Huh.
but you already digested them, I guess.
Keep
Yeah.
heading down the road. You get into night. Are you guys going to use the mansion again?
Yeah.
Seems the safest, right?
I'll
I
make
mean, why not?
gingerbread cookies this time.
Okay, and then
Ooh.
gingerbread cookies in the shape of little gingerbread men show up in the hearth oven,
Nice.
and they are iced and they are delicious.
Ooh.
Mm,
Awesome.
For
Nom,
the
nom,
sake
nom, nom, nom.
of expediency, I'm gonna have you guys go through a couple of days travel. If there is something you're wanting to do during that time, just say so. Otherwise, we will move ahead and get you a little closer to Kymel.
Keep studying the
I
shadow.
got nothing.
Shadowbow.
keep reading, reading with no access.
Now that we have somewhere like safe and
Okay.
stable to spend the evening where we don't need to be on watch as much and stuff, it's
Okay.
trying to dig back in with Alicia.
I have that. Hold on. So you guys had gotten to the point where in the history that the Raven Queen had showed up in the Pantheon, and the previous person's record had been basically just wiped. You don't know. No one knows that history before her and her role. Where your bookmarker is, the pages past that are completely blank.
They had stuff in
It did.
before.
It did.
Yeah.
And on the page opposite of your bookmarker, the little ribbon that Alicia had put that. Sorry, the cat is trying to chew on the printer. Quit.
Nom nom nom.
Not a toy, butthead. Ugh, just being evil. What you guys see on the last page are very familiar symbols that you encountered in the maze in the mountain
Yay.
on the wall.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
some of you have seen. Let me just give you these. It's going to be easier this way. Because I want you guys to actually see what they look like, and I am not an artist, so it took me a while to find things that worked
Yeah.
for what I wanted. So, this one
I know this pain.
I wish I was an artist, but you guys
So do
know-
I.
You know that one.
Yeah.
You know,
Wait, what one? Where is
it
this?
just showed up.
At the
Okay.
top. Of
Oh,
the
yeah.
list.
Yeah, for some reason they're showing up at the top. I don't know why it's.
Right, right.
You guys know the symbol of Tempest? Is that? That?
Krogan.
Yeah. There we go. You know. Stop it, kitty. She just hit me. She's being a
Rude.
butthead. You know the Vogon symbol?
Oh.
Should have had
Oh,
these,
that
but-
one's 10.
There's the Krogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
You know. Not that one.
Bogan the
Why
Krogan.
are
What do you?
my head?
What?
This one Hazel knows. But you do not have a name for it yet.
Yeah.
And this
That
one
symbol. Is that symbol also on the talisman that I used to do the dude?
Yep.
Sweet.
And this one looks familiar to Olrin. And this one looks familiar to Volkar.
Mhm.
So these all show up. This last one had to load. There we go.
She wants to take a look at the other books that we had earlier that also changed writing in them.
Ah.
The books from
Oh,
the
yeah.
tube.
Okay.
All that time
All
ago.
the way back.
All
Yeah.
of them books.
So she's got like, Elrin, can I get the bag?
Sure.
There is. Yep. Most of them are still blank.
Okay.
The ones that do have writing on them do contain names you're familiar with that match these symbols. So, like on the spine would be Vogon, and then there's the little like swirly blue thing, right? Tempest. The yellow-eyed hunter shows up as Obad High.
Obadiah.
Yeah.
Now we have a name.
Yep.
And the forge symbol shows up as Fortubo.
Huh.
There is also one other book in there for a name that you've not seen before nor are familiar with. It has no bears no symbol, just writing with Istis on the side. But the rest are still blank. And the books themselves are blank inside.
Good to know.
Yep.
Can I try like holding the Tempest one? And it's like opens it, closes it again, then like checks one more time. Just like keeps like
Fair enough.
nope. Okay.
So this
Nothing works.
this Istus one is we don't know what it is.
No.
Oh.
Never seen that before.
So Istus a new guy?
Oh wait, but there's the mysterious symbol that we didn't know who it goes for. The eyes with the like
Oh, yeah.
stars around it.
That was a
That-
pun, by the way, and I'm not sure where
So
I put my
No, I
sunglasses.
get you. I mean, we can't know they go together, but you know.
Yeah.
Have any idea. As you guys are walking along a couple of days later, you're seeing a few more people kind of out and about, but it's still largely just open field, a few little dots of like copse of trees, that type of thing. And then up over a hill, when you come to the top of it, down in this little valley by this river here, you see a small settlement.
Maybe they have horses we can buy.
Yeah,
It's worth a shot, right?
let's go there.
It doesn't look like much. It looks like some tents. You see a couple of campfires. There are people here, but
Oh, they might not have like.
No,
horses
maybe
down
not.
there.
you don't know.
But maybe they have like information about what's going on currently.
We can ask.
You can. So it is middle of the day. I was just trying to think of. Yeah, middle of the day. So you guys kind of come down the hill into this little dip in the landscape, and it's interesting. You didn't have the right vantage point from the top of the hill, but as you get more level with this little settlement, you actually see what they've done is they've built a little like campground on the top of this like plateau, and there is a dirt path that's been carved out leading just up this little incline to the plateau.
Ooh.
Mm.
Wait,
So
they built a camp at the top of the hill.
it's more like
And then-
just a rocky outcropping, really. It's not even a proper like cliff or anything.
Is there like
Does it
oh,
does it look like they're traveling somewhere and this is just their camp, or does it look like they've kind of more permanently settled down here?
Now that you are closer, you do see that they have built a log post fence all around this. And there
Oh,
is a gate
yeah.
that's open.
So
I was gonna say,
at
is
least
this
some degree of permanence,
Yeah.
or we'll come back here often type thing.
I mean, it sounds like the way you'd set up a military camp.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Kind of. Is that the feeling that he gets from it? And go, yeah, and I'd put someone there with a bow, and I'd put someone there like.
You do see a couple of people, now that you're getting closer, and you guys can move yourselves around as much as you want there.
Yeah. Like how big is it?
There's probably
I'm
a
not in the
good
background.
20 tents here.
Oh,
And you do see a couple of people pulling a cart in through the gate. Looks like a merchant cart. And on the gate that has swung open, you see a weather-beaten parchment, and in common, it says, "Welcome to Wanderer's Way."
oh, okay.
Is the gate open or is it
It's
closed?
wide open. Yep.
Oh.
And it looks like people are moving freely back and forth. People
Oh.
in different types of
Oh, cool.
clothing. You see a couple humans, a couple dwarves. You see a half-elven woman, hair kind of tightly pulled back, like dark brown hair. She has dark brown eyes. She's wearing serviceable leathers, and it looks like she's directing the cart that just pulled in, and pointing off. And you hear her say, "Yeah. You can just have your regular old spot if you want. You can just camp right on over there. Go on."
Maybe
Right,
they
it's
do
like-
have horses.
He's like very careful to pull the cloak over the folded down wing. That's definitely going to weird people out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pull my hood up just out of
Okay.
instinct of being in an unfamiliar area.
You guys get a little bit closer, and this woman comes out and is starting to talk to, it looks like another half-elf, and she spots you, and she says, "Wanna hey there? How y'all doing?"
Hello.
Hello.
Howdy. Were you, well, my manners, sorry. I'm Nisette. Are you, in need of, a little stop along the way here? All are welcome to Wanderer's Way. You just, and she kind of is looking at all of you. She's like, "You just keep those weapons off to the side, alright? No weapon. You
Oh.
can have them, just don't pull them."
Yeah, sure. And he just clicks and the axe disappears.
Now, ain't that a trick? I rather like that. That's kind of handy. I wonder if I could. No, damn, it don't work, does it? It must be a Dragonborn thing. Now, come on in.
You need a bit of magic to do that.
He's like, should I be offended? I don't know.
She seems completely cheerful.
I mean, we could stop for lunch, right? How does that?
I'm
What's on?
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah, come on in here. She kind of moves you on in. She's like, now don't mind me. I gotta go make sure that old Thomas over here gets his cart where he belongs. Because he just, for some reason, every time he stops here, he thinks he needs to camp in a different part of the... Now, Thomas, I told you, you put that cart over off to the side. I'm sorry. I'll be around, though. If you need anything, just real quick. And she points out a couple of the tents on this side. She's like, those are all merchants. If you need something, you can probably get some food or something over there. If you want to camp, you can camp up here with us, or you're welcome to camp anywhere in this little cove. You can camp over by the ponies. You can do whatever it is you need to do. But if you want to camp, you just let, and she points out the half-elf she'd been talking to before. She's like, you just let old Nisa over here know, all right? That's my cousin, like, twice removed, or I don't even remember, to be honest. I just kind of adopted her. Anyways, you just let her know, and she'll take your fee for the camp, all right?
Do you sell horses?
Yeah.
I don't. I just run
That's
the
someone-
place, but I think, and you see her she kind of looks over all of you back in this direction where you do see a paddock back here. She's like, I think those are Rita's. She might have a couple, but I know she just dropped a bunch of horses off in Kymel. So
Damn it.
just go talk to her. She's like, you'll see her. She's the dark
Yeah.
blue tiefling
My
in the
bad.
back. She runs off.
I mean, it can't hurt to ask, right?
Nope. Let's go ask.
I can't move my dude though.
No,
No, I
yeah,
can't
sure.
either.
Oh, why are they being particular?
How do I also remove? I painted on the map.
Not a big
I
deal.
don't know.
I
You-
think
you-
you choose
You
selection.
can just put us all in the middle
delete.
of the
Oh,
play.
Yeah, I have to just,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
for some reason,
Oh, there we
every
are.
time it just wants to reset stuff. Roll 20's being a butt today.
There we go.
Hey.
Yay.
I'm not in front.
Oh yeah, I'm.
There you
Yeah,
go.
like the chatty boys at the front. We got this.
Yeah. We're the chat
Okay.
boys.
Exactly.
So yeah, she's in the back, and you do see a dark blue skinned tiefling woman, no hair, tail out, kind of swishing back and forth as she's patting down. There were 4 horses back here, 2 in this kind of makeshift paddock, and she looks like she's feeding them, and the other 2 are tethered to this old fence post.
Cool.
No, don't do
Are we getting horses here, or
I
We're
mean,
trying.
I mean, if we
Okay.
can.
that.
then while you guys are doing that, I might go off in the woods and try and make a cart.
Okay.
Well, wait to be sure that we get the horses first.
Okay,
I mean, we could always sell the cart. Wait, no.
it's true.
Hey, you guys want a cart?
Is that a card to sell?
Magic.
Infinite money.
Yeah.
I mean, you need materials. So it's
I mean, forest.
Yeah.
true. Yeah, we are like wood abundant.
All right.
She's just back there tending to the horses. Back to you.
Hello.
She kind of pulls her head up and looks, and you see now her eyes are totally pupilless. They're pure silver. And she kind of looks at all of you and says,
Hello.
hi. Help you?
Hello. Good boy.
Yeah, we're looking to buy horses if possible.
I mean,
Yeah, yo. Rita, right? The lady on the gate said.
Yeah. Ah, damn it. I told her they weren't going to be ready.
What do you mean?
What's
I
ready?
just ran them. They just ran. These are, and you guys are a little bit closer now to these horses. They are healthy, but they're older. They're old racing stock. I pick them up. I rescue them.
Aw.
I retire them to farms where they can just live out their lives. They're not gonna be good to help you pull.
So they're not
carts.
good for like cart pulling
Not
on
really.
roads.
I probably only
Okay.
have
Yeah.
one old Thunderwave over there, and she points to the bay, the bay gelding that's over here. He's probably the only one that's got any juice in him.
Well, I mean, racing horses isn't really what we're looking for anyway.
Yeah, you
How
need
about a
strength.
cart
Yeah.
drawn by one horse and one wear tag?
No, that's definitely good.
I'm just there.
It's a good way to scare a horse. I mean,
if you wait, there may be another trader who comes through. But yeah, sorry, these guys are not. Thunderwave's the only one I could really, that would probably do you any good.
And he's also a racing horse, I guess. Good name, by the way.
Right? If you want him, yeah, we can figure that out. But
I mean, I don't know what we would be doing with
Well,
just one
We
horse.
would
how
need
far are you
two
wanting to
horses,
go? I think that's the big
Uh,
thing. Like,
I mean,
A
yeah,
mob?
one can get us to
At
Kaimel.
least to
mine?
climb all.
Yeah, I mean, if you just run him at a normal pace, and you're not, I'm assuming the cart is not for all of you.
I mean, no, I can.
You need
go.
6 horses to pull all of you. Like, that's
I
not
can.
Yeah.
I can walk fairly quickly. With. He
I
just, like,
can
taps
run.
his head.
Yeah, if you're just wanting to pull a cart with maybe a couple of the little ones in it, he'd probably be alright, but...
I mean, 4 of us are short-legged.
One
So,
of you could ride him. I mean...
I mean, that'd probably work. Oh, wait, give me 1 second. He just like walks over to. Oh, red, smaller cart. He just-
Yeah.
One horse. You can just hear. Like,
One horse is better than nothing.
Yeah.
I can run in tiger form, and like Alicia could ride on my back if she wants.
Yeah.
in like 10-minute
Yeah.
bursts. Give the horse.
Sure.
That's definitely going to scare the horse. That's all I'm saying. You are 100% going to terrify the horse.
You know, she might be fine.
They,
about it.
she can just go ahead.
Yeah. If I guys haste.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we could just like.
Good
Run
scout.
Hazel to death. That doesn't.
Yeah.
Like,
I have pretty good constitution. I have a +3 constitution. I'm sturdy. I
That's
can.
nice.
She's willing to sell you Thunderwave, but
I mean, what price we?
But it's a racing horse.
I mean,
Even if it gets us to Kaimel a bit quicker, I feel like time
Yeah.
might be important. Literal
Yeah.
seed of evil in our bag.
I tell you
Don't
what,
say that out loud.
Not out loud.
Don't say that out
Yeah.
loud.
I'll
I
tell
don't
you
know.
what, he's probably got a little juice left in him. Just do me a favor. Don't just give him a farmer or something once you're done with him. Don't sell him back into racing.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll,
that seems.
we'll make sure if he gets a
50
good.
Yeah,
gold, he's
okay.
yours.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Haggle. I feel a haggle coming out.
Your Vex is coming out.
Well, yeah, he's a dragon. He's like, I'm removing from the horde. It's
I
like,
mean,
yeah,
you
I
can
don't
haggle
know.
if you want to. Volcar has the money. He's gonna spend it.
That's fine. If you've got enough money, that's fine. But
Sure.
I just got my draconic juju back. I might as well.
Okay.
Volcar just counts 50 gold out of his pouch.
She turns over. She takes the money and turns his bridle, saddlebags. He comes with feed for about a week, so you have enough food for him after that. You're on your own.
Cool.
He's a very sweet dispositioned horse. He instantly is like nudging all of you, and you get that like warm horse
Aw.
breath on you, and
No.
Yeah, he's got a good disposition on him.
Cool.
He's
I like
good
him.
size. He's strong. Little age on him, but he looks like he's better.
I mean,
than
his name
the
is
rest of them.
Thunderwave. I like him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Alren.
Thank you.
Bye,
Okay,
guys.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Bye,
Um,
buddy.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can. Let me actually look at the specifics of that one because I do not know. Where is the thing? Okay, fabricate.
Basically, he's gonna use trees and make a card out of them with magic, I
Right.
guess.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just want to see the specifics and the time involved.
Yeah.
I mean,
raw
if we're stopping off for
materials.
lunch.
Okay. Okay. Doesn't. It just takes 10 minutes to cast.
10-foot cube, 8 5x5 foot cubes.
Hmm.
Yeah. That should work. Okay. Ulrin kind of wanders off into the woods and about 10, 11 minutes later comes back.
Do we like notably see like the tops of trees
Yeah, you guys
disappear?
actually see the trees go.
Wait, what's the? What is?
Don't worry, that's our guy. No one panic.
and see this happen. Let me actually just throw a card on here.
Just hear chainsaw noises and like a hammer. Like,
It's not fancy,
Hooray!
but it works.
Well, if it works, it's a good start.
Yeah.
yeah, the goal of all transportation.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well put together. So you guys have a cart and you have a horse.
Yeah, we got a cart and a horse for like half the price of that damn camel. Who was a rent and not even a
something.
And we couldn't even keep him. Because he wasn't even a real camel.
I mean, we
Yeah.
sort of kept him. Kind of. He's still around.
Yeah,
Mm.
We still know where the camel is.
we do, but
do.
you know.
Well, not right now. You don't.
Oh
but,
no,
I don't know.
Yeah.
he's somewhere.
He's somewhere.
I make sure to tell Thunderwave that I have no intention of eating him, so he does not need to be scared.
Wait, you can speak with animals?
No, I just tell it to him.
Oh, okay. I'm
I
like,
just say it
You
to
can
him.
speak to them, they can't understand her is all.
Because make an animal handling check.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Just because I want to see.
Oh, great. It's not good. It's not good. It's a 6.
Oh, 6.
oh
Okay.
dear.
Yeah.
He kind of paws at the ground and snorts. Seems a little tail twitches back, agitated. Seems a little wary of you.
I
Doesn't seem
think I
too
messed
thrilled.
with Rose.
Good thing he's got a good disposition to begin with.
Yeah, it's not like you might smell like a predator or anything. That
No,
would
not
be...
at all.
Yeah.
And you guys can hook him up. I would maybe keep Hazel out of eyeline.
Yeah.
So-
Are we leaving already? Like.
I mean, we like stopped for
Mm.
lunch while he was casting and built the.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are several merchants up here on this part of the little outcropping, the plateau here, and they have fruit, vegetables, a lot of raw materials, a lot of raw foodstuffs because it's being transported somewhere else. But they're willing to. There is a baker who looks like he just pulled fresh loaves of bread out of his little like camp stove. That he looks like he just makes it for whoever is camping with him. You do see a couple of families who've got carts pulled off to the side. And you do see a couple other guys. Looks like 2 dwarven merchants who are sitting at the fire, and they're drinking something from just kind of raw hewn cups and are talking.
I mean, I'd just ask around about like if they've seen anything on the road. God,
Yeah,
don't go this way. We never go this way.
I want to join Alexis in that and like also Right, especially like about like people hunting or hunters, like investigate a bit in the direction of the note about lycans.
Okay, who do you
Like
guys?
if maybe someone has been asking for like beasts in the woods or something like that.
Okay, who do you guys talk to?
I guess probably the merchants, because they're likely to have been like traveling to or from
Yeah.
this, rather than the
Okay.
people that live here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well-traveled people.
Yeah, you see two dwarven merchants, the guys who are sitting around the campfire, and they were mid-conversation as you guys walk up, and you do hear the one
Ooh,
guy say,
dwarves. Let me
Yeah.
do the talking.
You do hear the one guy say, I gotta convince Ariel to delay that shipment to Bronbog. There's no Queen's Cap is worth getting kidnapped or eaten at this point. This is ridiculous. And the other guy says, wait, what are you talking about? Bronbog's it's an armpit. Yeah, and then they both look up when you guys approach.
Hello.
Howdy.
Who's getting eaten?
Yeah, excuse me. Did one of you mention
Yeah,
being
what?
eaten? We're about to set off.
Well, I mean, unless you're heading to Bronbog, then you're probably okay.
Uh,
Why are people getting eaten there?
that's not between here and Kaimor, right? We're good.
No,
Like,
it's
it
south.
checks the map. Like,
Far
no,
south.
okay.
Bronbog.
Just don't go that way. You should be all right. We just came. Well, I came from, and the younger dwarf, no beard, interestingly enough, and short, kind of shaggy blonde hair, big bushy eyebrows, bright green eyes. He's got some other bloodline in him for sure. And looks at all of you and he says, I mean, yeah, we lost a shipment down there, but I came from Iman, I don't know, a month ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't been too bad. A couple bandits, but
Okay.
and he
Okay.
pats
Just the
sword
usual,
on his
right?
back. Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's. You just wave your weapon and yell real loud and threaten to stab their eyeballs out, and they usually run off.
I mean, yeah. So it's clear to Iman. Okay.
As far as I know. Says, but just just avoid the Bronbog because it's supposed to be like. And his companion looks at him and he goes, "I heard demons, snake people, and giant lizards. That's what I heard."
Snake
Hmm.
people.
Ew.
Yeah, you don't want any of that. We
Yeah, isn't
we met
no
a
way
couple
hell
of snake
I'm going
people
down
on the
there.
way. Nah, Nope,
There's no way.
you don't want any of that.
Shipment's just gone.
I mean, it's probably not so bad for you guys, but poison, they are big on poison. Like,
Great.
Yeah,
Not bad
ship-
enough Hollow
what,
Queen's
what,
Cap. That's fantastic.
what kind of shipment was it again?
It's Queen's Cap. It's Volcar, make a medicine check for me.
Just a check. Oh boy, this is gonna be great.
dwarven morphine.
Okay, 4.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I told you it
Sounds
was
like
gonna
a
be great.
mushroom, but you don't know.
Yeah,
Have you
I
heard
just
any-
look at him blankly. Like,
Have
what?
you heard anything about like something more like beasts in the woods, or maybe people turning into those? I've heard that's a thing.
Let me see here. Let's see what the other guy rolls. The one guy looks totally blank, just like, what? And the blonde dwarven man stares at you for a second. He goes, well, I mean, the Bramblewood's got stuff in it, supposedly. It's just rumors. I mean, if you're asking me for, like, first-person narration here, I don't really...
No, we're just working out where not to go. It's
No, I mean, I'm gonna tell you what. After the insanity over the last year, fucking dragons and everything else, I am sticking to the main roads. I'm not going wandering off
Oh,
anymore.
yeah. That's for sure.
That's suicide.
Yep, dragons are. Yep.
Just gonna, the other guy who's with him, who is more of a dwarfy dwarf, like he's got the big bearded braid and the long red hair. He's got some, looks like old scars across his face. A little bit older than this blonde guy. Looks at
Yeah.
you real closely, interacts as he goes, "You're not one of them. You're not from like down south, right? You're not one of those guys."
No, I'm from way east, like
Okay.
across the sea east,
Yeah.
as in
'cause that's...
dragon attacks on Draconia kind of east.
Okay. Because there's a bunch of Dragonborn moved in.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
In
Freaked the
the
townsfolk out, that's for sure.
northern edge of Riffenmist, or are they closer
by
to the
Roden,
bar?
yeah.
By
Outside of
Roden?
Mhm. Yeah, I got a cousin down there. You should have seen that letter I got. Just like, there's dragon people in the... Yeah, he freaked out. It's pretty great.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you had any news out of the Boromir Basin? Anything interesting going on in that area? I have like relatives there.
Like relatives, or
And well, like
I mean...
thrice removed.
supposed to be... I don't know. The only thing I've ever come out of that area is that it's haunted.
Sorry, is what?
That it's haunted.
Uh,
Old wives' tales. Spirits in the lake and all that nonsense.
yeah, right.
Damn. Doesn't like every single town has weird stories that keep people away?
Oh yeah.
I mean, Iman doesn't, right?
Yeah, aside from the dragons.
I mean, that was one time.
It was kind of a big attack.
There weren't any stories before then, right?
I'm sure they were.
Yeah, there probably were.
Oh, the clasp. That probably, yeah.
They're
Yeah,
everywhere.
and that thing with the curse and the royal family and
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're like.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hey, actually, that does, neither of you been Craghammer way lately?
No. Not really. Nah. We're surfacers, so it's like asking you to go back to a home you never knew you had. Not
Sorry,
really interested.
Our friend's got family there. He likes to try and keep up.
Oh, no.
Post.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, we
Yeah.
move. Yeah.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all good. They kind of go back to drinking. They invite you to drink with them if you would like.
Oh, sure.
Make just general
No,
chit
thanks.
chat.
It is lunchtime. What is the matter with
Anytime.
Whatever.
Drinking time.
Exactly, it's lunchtime. Got a drink
Lunchtime.
too.
And the wine they have is actually pretty decent. The one guy tells you about a winery that he likes to visit outside of Stillben that they have the best grapes. They have he starts to like turn into this wine snob all of a sudden and starts
Oh,
talking
God.
about like, tannins and the Sam
Right.
Riegel of dwarves. It's actually Obby the rat. It's actually
Oh
Obby the rat.
god.
Oh god.
Obi,
Oh,
I like-
Jesus.
Obby the rat.
Obi the rat.
But
like-
they
I
do
leave
general
them,
chit
uh,
chat
Call me
with
Obi
you.
the rat because I like wine.
Yeah, it's you guys make some you see a couple of families, moving around. It looks like they're getting ready to they're starting to pack up. A couple of the little kids are mommy, and pulling on their parents and I want my
Mommy, there's a
and-
crazy dragon person.
There is
What the
one
hell
little
is
kid-
that?
There is
Hey.
one little kid who actually runs over, and Elysia, you see it's a gnome family,
Oh,
and she runs over to you. She's got big brown eyes and like just snarled. You can tell she's been playing out in the woods because she's got like branches and stuff stuck in it, and the knees on her pants are all stained, and she looks like she just was absolutely just running through the woods at some point. And she comes over to you and she goes, "Lady, lady, lady, lady!
yes.
Hey, can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I really like your robes. Are you a magician?"
I create a little mage hand.
Okay.
Yes.
She kind of pokes it.
Yeah. I make it like go a little ways off and just wink. Like wink, wave.
I knew it. Only magicians magicians wear pretty robes like yours. I knew it. Hey, you wanna know a secret?
That kid knows her stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna know a secret?
Yeah,
I saw a couple mages the other day.
you did.
Mommy didn't believe me, but I told her.
What did you see?
Two guys. One of them had a big black mustache. Wearing big robes.
Hmm.
They were just walking. I don't know what they were doing. I would have thought that a mage would have just been like, bam, horse, unicorn, make me a pony.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
You
Fine.
can
So
make
we just-
unicorns, Elijah.
Cheers! And Volcar just like
Like Naraxis is like actively avoiding the.
And then
No.
turns
No.
back to the kid like, some wizards like to keep it a bit secret because not everyone they don't want to be like bombarded with questions about like can they do this or can they do that.
Oh, very
so I
subtle.
shouldn't tell people I can do this. And you watch her cast Prestidigitation
Oh.
on her pants. She's like, that way Mommy never knows that I'm in the woods when I'm not supposed to be.
You shouldn't tell anyone because if you tell people, your mommy will know that you can do that and you might not be able to do it again. Or like
wanna
you
do
might
it
not
for
be able to
me.
go to.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Magic Lady. Bye. And runs off.
Did she like Naraxis like sees her go
What
from
have you
dirty to
done?
clean and is like, oh, that's much better. Wait, did she just?
By your guess, Alicia, she was probably like 6.
Yeah.
And she's
Damn.
already like casting cantrips.
That's
Well,
that's
she started
really
young enough.
impressive.
No.
That's the
That-
mage that's the final boss right there.
That's the next
That's the boss.
generation of adventurers right there.
So that's the final boss.
Oh my gosh. She just flies back to her mom and she turns around and goes, picks up her doll and kind of runs off.
Oh.
You guys eat your lunch, you talk to these guys a little bit. They just kind of trade stories back and forth. You
As-
do see a
as we-
couple other merchants kind of wander around.
As we like talk to people, I just like when we talk to them, I just kind of want to slip in that we are going. Like I just kind of want people to know here that we're going to Kaimel. Like I'll just mention it, like, oh yeah, we're on our way to Kaimel. Where are you?
Okay.
I just want to do that.
A couple of them, it sounds like they're heading to other villages. A few of them are very local traders. They don't move much between. You do have a couple of these guys with these dwarves who go more along the major cities route. You do see one merchant. It's a halfling woman. And interestingly enough, the one thing you notice immediately, all of you, when you see her, and she's just moving, looks like goods around in her cart and just trying to restack. She has tattoos all over her hands, up her arms, across her neck, up almost the back of her scalp, which you can see has been partially shaved. And it's all in, Hazel would recognize it, it's in halfling, all of the writing.
What does it say?
You get a little bit of a better look. It's actually part of an epic poem about a
Oh, that's
halfling
badass.
hero named Salazar, who freed, and Alicia would know this story too, who freed hundreds of halflings from slavery in Wildmouth.
Oh.
Would I know that story?
You do know that story. And I'm not even going to make you roll for it, because it is essentially like an epic Iliad style.
Oh yeah,
Story.
Oh, that's a
that's my kind of story. Except
Yeah.
I don't read halfling, so I don't know that it's that story.
Right.
But I know the
Well,
story.
But you definitely know the
I'll
story.
tell it to everyone.
Oh, that story. Yeah, I've heard about that
Cool.
one.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool.
It's like extremely well known, and it looks like she has. There's no way she has all of it, but it looks like she has choice phrases and moments out of that story, just all over.
Probably like her
That's badass.
favorite ones.
Yeah.
Man, Volcar needs to learn more languages. He only speaks Common and Dwarven.
I thought you were gonna say he needs sweet tattoos. I was like,
Yeah, I was also
Two.
thinking that.
That too.
yeah, maybe don't get tattooed. Apparently, people turn up and rip them back off your body. No.
Oh, God.
Speaking of which, I'm just gonna check if she probably does not have like the tattoo, like in blood order, like the one I saw on Camilla.
Are you just kind of looking at her from a distance?
What is she doing right now?
She's just moving. It looks like she was restacking crates in her cart.
Okay, and she's done with that, or she's still at it?
She's still at it.
Okay, so I might like go over and like just offer her a helping hand, and while I do that, just sneak a
Okay.
glance.
Okay. Yeah, she smiles as she's in. She's like, well, hi.
Hi there, and I
Hi.
speak halfling.
Oh, in half.
I really
okay.
like your tattoos.
Thank you. Do you know how many halflings I run across that don't speak halfling? I don't understand it.
What?
Isn't that amazing?
That sounds pretty crazy.
It's crazy, right? Oh my gosh.
Halflings
Anyways.
that don't speak halfling? That's a thing?
I actually also didn't know it
Hey,
for
I
a
mean,
while because I was
We just
with,
met
like,
surface dwarves. Let's not.
an old Catholic lady taught me the language. It was very adamant about it that I learned it.
Well, that's fantastic. That's so good to hear. Oh, and you offer to help.
Do you need help with those boxes? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you know what? That would be great, actually, because I just sold a bunch of stuff and I need to move more things. So, and you do see that she had been trading with another one of the merchants and it looked like they had done a swap.
Okay.
So she's got some boxes. It looks like just bolts of cloth, just very general goods, sewing supplies, a couple of like small farming tools, some like wood cutting implements, and just real general stuff. And you guys help her move things around. While you're doing that, if you're wanting to look, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, natural 20.
Ah!
Oh.
So you know exactly where it should be. It should be kind of at the base
Yeah.
of her neck, in the middle of.
Is it always at the
It
same
always is there,
position?
as far as you know.
Okay. Okay.
And you, at one point when she kind of bends down and her shirt gaps a little bit,
Yeah.
you do not see it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a long shot, but I thought I'd look.
She has more writing back there, but
And it's all from the story from
yes,
the poem. Okay.
it's from that epic poem. She says,
Alright,
I
so yeah.
don't assume you are in the need for a new pair of boots or shiny little knick-knack or something, are you? Because I gotta offload some of this stuff.
I think we're good for like normal supply stuff. I mean,
Tea,
maybe
coffee,
some-
perfume, oil.
I'll like buy some tea from her. Why not?
Okay. She has only 3 varieties, unfortunately.
All right. I'll buy like a little bit of each variety,
Okay.
and I'll hand it.
Okay. It's a
I'll
gold
hand it to
piece.
Elijah later. Like,
I
because
mean,
we can drink that with the cookies while we read books.
Yeah.
Yes!
I mean, we're far from the that tea house of 1,000 choices in Ankarel.
Yeah.
The jade room, yeah.
Gotta take what we can, right?
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty good quality tea. So it's a gold piece for the 3. She's not.
All right. Let's see if I have that.
I keep forgetting that you
Yes, I have 2 gold pieces.
Hey!
Perfect. I can afford the tea.
Hazel is our Caleb.
Give it to Alicia and she'll pay you back like 1 gold piece out of
No,
her
no, no.
16.
I insist. Hazel won't accept it. She'll just hand you the tea and say, we'll share it with everyone. I just buy the tea and like just hand it to Alicia.
She
What
she
types
hands
is
you
it?
the tea, and as you guys are trading the money for the tea, she leans in and a halfling says, "Now I have a few other things if you're so interested, but it's a lot more
Magical things?
expensive."
Are they magical?
No, it's and she kind of pats a little pouch on
Are
the
they
side.
drugs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
magical.
Spice, please, spice.
It's, I mean, yeah, I mean it's a lure root if you're interested.
Do you
But I
fly
gotta
the
keep
magic
some
dragon?
of it, but I got a
Okay,
little bit to spare.
I'll ask my friends. I've already done drugs. I like.
That's not how.
No, she's
Okay.
like, no. This is between.
I want you cut
I
out there.
can't
What did she say?
get. She's like, I can't get caught. So it's just, I'm just offering to you. This is not a.
Yeah. What does it do when you take it? The other drug made me see through.
She's like, well, I mean, yeah, this kind of does something like that.
Oh god.
Oh.
How much is it? I have 1 gold piece left.
She's like, oh, honey, you need about 99 more gold pieces for that.
Holy
What
I
the
think
hell
that
are you
will-
pushing?
I think that will take me a while, so maybe.
I mean, some of this has to go to a special friend of mine, but
Ew.
if you want a little bit of it,
Oh god.
Well, I can't pay for it, so.
well, I mean, you can
I'm
get
really
the money
broke.
from your friends. You just don't have to tell them what it is.
No, I don't want to borrow money from them. They already pay so much for me. I can't do that.
I mean,
I need to find a way to pay them back. I'm not gonna ask them for money for that. So I'll pass on the drugs for now. But when we meet
For
again,
now.
if I have the money, then I might try it because the other drugs came really useful
okay,
because
well,
like they made me see things, and that was pretty sweet. So like maybe then, but like
You're
right
so-
now, I just don't have the money.
We
So
just
I'll just take the tea, please.
we just changed this check like 6 times.
Don't do
Before we
drugs,
took
kids.
it out.
Don't do drugs.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Because you guys are speaking in Halfling, and she approached you, I'm gonna have you make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
Oh, that's minus 15.
15? Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's good enough. She says, well, I tell you what. I mean, because I do charge a little bit more because I have to export it. You know, cost of business. But if you're ever curious, the best
Yeah.
place to get it, there are a couple of casinos in Kymel that
In Kymel?
specialize in Kymel.
Okay.
And while
Oh, that's
you're
where we're going,
there,
actually.
just ask around, but be subtle.
Oh, don't worry.
Subtle.
I'm working on that. I'm like really improving on that.
Okay, there are. It's not illegal.
Oh,
It's not.
then why are we
Frowned
like?
upon.
But
Then why can?
it's a little
Okay.
questionable.
Okay.
It's not illegal yet.
Yeah, that's-
What are the names
Spoke.
of the casinos?
Oh shoot,
What are
where's
the
my
casinos
note?
called? I mean, you can tell me the names later.
I don't know, I lost my note. Oh no.
I mean, yeah, we'd work it out from the casino. But
She does tell you that the one likely to be the place where you would find this kind of thing being bought and sold, that type of stuff, is called the Golden Coin.
It's the not
Golden
illegal yet
coin.
test now.
Yeah, she's like, just
Or drugs.
be.
Oh, God.
God.
She's like, just be careful. I frequent there quite a bit, so you know if you happen to, yeah, if you happen to be by there,
Just-
this is gonna
Okay,
end
okay.
badly.
Yeah.
She said, but it's just stay clear of the major domo.
oh, good. Yeah,
Stay
that
out of her
sounds.
hair. And you'll be fine.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay.
She's
Um,
kind of the muscle there.
Yeah,
Uh,
ask Paraxis. He'll know.
just
Oh, I
yeah.
will.
If you see a tough-looking tiefling woman while you're there, just go the other way.
Okay, I went to tough looking team. No one got it. Actually, while you're here, because you're being so nice to me, actually, I also have a question since you seem to be traveling. Have you ever heard of someone named Mass? I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, you are.
The name from the note.
She
They're
does
like
not,
an old
unfortunately.
acquaintance of mine.
She
All
has
right.
no
If you ever
idea.
come, if you ever come across someone like that, maybe like let them know that someone in Kaimo is like looking for them and like maybe like doing a bit of business with them. Like
Right.
have something they might be interested into.
She's a little skeptical, but she's like, okay. You're not gonna get me killed.
Thank you,
are
lady.
Hazel's
What?
actually getting pretty good at the subtle there.
Excuse me, what? Yeah, I learned from people.
It's like,
Excuse me, what did you say?
But if I
People.
if I run into you in Kymel, just ask around for Rue.
I should ask around for Rue.
Yeah, they'll point you to me.
Okay. Ask around for Rue. Okay, got it. Thanks you.
Enjoy that tea.
I will. Thanks, lady.
Oh no.
Good luck on your travels.
Ayahuasca. What now?
Well, and while you're walking back, I'm gonna have you make a nature check to see if you
Oh,
can
dear.
just recall if you know anything about this allure route.
Okay.
Oh god, no! Don't get high in the mansion. What's going to happen to? Jesus! It's just.
That's a So,
Oh shit.
No,
Why are there
I
7
mean,
bathrooms? What's going
I don't
on?
have any idea what it does. So you have
I might give it a try
tins
sometime.
of tea.
Yay! Eliza, I got us tea!
Ooh, cool. What flavors? Or
Um,
what kind of
There's just a straight up black tea. There's a jasmine green, and then there's a wild berry.
ooh,
nice.
nice variety.
No.
Aww.
And there's a cat.
Yep, she's sleeping on my lap. So
This would be nice. How much did you pay for it?
She gave it to me for free. Don't worry about
deception fucking check on that.
Oh, damn it.
Oh no, that's an inside check for me, isn't it?
Natural 1, halfling luck, go. That's a
God.
10.
I rolled a 9.
Oh, good. They are both terrible at this. That's great.
Just
Damn.
like totally.
Well,
love the
it's
thought.
halfling tradition to give each other tea when we meet on the road.
I love the thought that the rest of us know that it's completely
Oh,
not
yeah.
true, but we just don't say anything. Just
Well,
like,
bullshit. Yeah.
I mean,
I have terrible wisdom. Well, terrible, but like.
Amazing.
I don't know. I also have pretty bad. Do I
And
even have
I
insight?
feel bad lying to Elijah, but I know she would offer me to pay for it, so that's why I don't want to tell her. But also I feel bad lying to her, so that's why I hide it really badly.
say,
Oh,
I also
man.
have bad wisdom and no insight rank, so.
oh, I have
I have
insight.
minus
Oh,
1.
okay, yeah, sure, good to know.
I have -1 to charisma.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Wait, so I rolled a 10, so you rolled an 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's load you into the wagon and get the hell out of here.
No, I'm not in the wagon. I'm running.
Before we end up
And I'm sitting on top.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, if we leave the place now, I I walk with Elijah to a place where I can transform. I want it to be so that Thunderwave can't see me, but I also want it to be so that people from the place can still catch a glimpse of me. I was
Okay.
I maybe from the entrance. I want them to see the transform actually.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll start running immediately, but I want
No.
them to.
Before you transform, I'm at least just gonna ask, do you want me to cast haste on you? It's
Yes.
only gonna last for...
It only lasts a minute and then you'll be really tired.
Yeah,
I
she's
can
gonna be
cast it again
tired after.
afterwards.
Yeah, I just say
I
yes
cast
to
it
it.
5
I just agree to
times.
it.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, let's
I mean,
do
I'd
it.
she's
maybe say-
she's actually gonna be stunned for 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Or,
She's gonna just come to a dead stop.
yeah.
and
It's
you'll
okay,
use
you
just
all
have
your
to-
stuff. If we get jumped by bandits and any performance enhancing tiger, we're not.
Well, hold on. What kind of bandit would jump a cart
I was also
pulled
gonna
by
say it.
by a tiger on speed?
That's
What
true.
kind of bandit would do that?
Being ridden by a tiny wizard, he'd be like, "I'm just all of that alone."
That's
Just
some
Yeah.
Valkyrie shit right there.
Yeah,
That's
look, I'm
what
not-
that
I
is.
would- I mean, even if I was the boldest bandit, I'd just be like,
Nope.
"We're letting those pass, you guys."
yeah, no,
Yeah,
let's just
do it. I agree to all the haste.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
towards
God.
in with this.
All right.
All of
It's
that.
gonna go
Alright,
terribly.
So,
Oh dear.
you go off a little ways to transform. While she's doing that, Nisette sees you guys loading up. She's like, "Oh, I was kind of hoping y'all would stay. You're some of the more interesting ones who've been through here."
Yeah, we.
Yeah, sorry.
Ah, it's all right.
Yeah.
No, I understand the ways of the road. Well, hey, y'all were well behaved. I certainly appreciate that. If you ever need to stop, there are other Wanderers ways set up between the major cities, so you can just seek those out. And she tells you there's one between Kymel and Westron, which is the one that you're at now. That's the original one. There's one between Kymel and Amon, run by a half-orc man. And I'll give you guys all of these. There's one between Westron and Singorn, and one between Westron and Stilben. And
That might be
been
Cool.
kind of set up
Yeah.
along the way.
Useful.
She says, yeah, it's same rules apply. I mean, we all stay in contact with each other. We're all old horse breeders and merchants ourselves, so
Yeah.
we, want to help out weird travelers on the road, but just don't have any up north, and I don't have any down south. Down south, the jungle just doesn't. Between the jungle and the Yuan Ti, man, you can't really can't get anything foothold down there. So.
I mean, I'm sure the Dragonborn down there will handle snake problem, but then there's dragon people. Yeah, it's probably better.
I mean, I'll take Dragonborn over snake people any day, quite honestly, because at least y'all have manners. So, but anyways, neither here nor there. Hey, you be safe on the road, and if you ever need anything, well, we'll be right here, won't we?
Yep.
You have a good day. Yes.
Where to? She sees Hazel come out of the woods, like, right. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask.
I even wanted to transform so that I'm even seen transform.
Right. Uh-huh.
Interesting people, like you said.
Oddly enough, not the strangest thing I've ever seen.
What's
What is the strangest things you've ever seen?
That's a real good question. Probably. Oh, yeah. That one time when I fell into the Feywild, that was weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Would be.
Yeah.
You've been there.
Yeah, but mm-hmm.
You've been there. Oh, all right. All right. Well, I tell you what. You
I
come back
haven't.
and you tell me that story at some point. I'd like to hear that. She's like, now, Thomas, I told you, you keep that cart over off to the side. I gotta go. He doesn't listen for shit. Runs off.
Bye.
All right, let's.
Off you go.
Let's go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Jump on, Elijah, let's go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's physically move the cart and the horse. If I can get the horse
Yeah.
to move. Move, pony.
Ooh. There's
Aw,
horse.
Alright.
please don't turn into a person.
Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot how big it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're large.
Maybe the
I have
horse is actually a
already-
guy who likes to cast Thunderwave.
Oh god, it's a druid that's really.
It's late afternoon, so you have probably 5 or 6 more hours of daylight before
Cool.
you'll be
Dope.
traveling through the
Oh, wait, we're not going to be able to get a cart inside the mansion, right? Or how big is the door?
If you turn it on its side, but the horse, I mean, you have to put the horse in the mansion.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, we can add a stables room, right?
You're gonna
Right,
have
and
a
a room
hard
for the-
time fitting.
Nah.
I mean, we could like camp outside once just to like
Yeah.
I don't
I
know,
mean,
experience
why
it for once because I think we hardly ever camped outside anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
We could chill with a campfire and everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
have an
yeah.
actual- just put the door up to use the kitchen and come back outside to sleep. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, you can do that. You guys get the cart going. Hazel runs real fast for a minute and then
Yeah.
stops. And as soon as
Hold on,
you feel her
Elijah.
do that, Elijah is like, no, haste again, and then they take off again.
Yeah.
It's chaos for the rest of the day.
I mean, it's not like full stuff, right? It's not a whole person that applies. It's just like
oh no, it's stunned.
you suddenly
stunned.
like. Ugh.
yeah, she just
Yeah, I
like
think I-
slumps. But
Yeah, I lie
Elijah,
on the
you have
road
to,
for, like,
hold on.
Yeah.
6 seconds, and then I like run again.
It's like she
The
got
time it-
recharged.
Oh, the time it takes you to rest is the time she's casting the spell. So it just like.
Yeah, right. You just
Yeah,
kind
pretty
of,
much.
okay.
Oh god, that must be so bad for your organs. Jesus.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be so exhausted when we make camp. And
Oh yeah.
you are.
Well,
Tired
You're gonna be
and
tired.
sick.
fact.
Oh.
Fun fact. Back in 2nd edition, it would age you a fucking year to use the spell.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh
Now
my
it's
God.
just
yeah,
done
just
for a
aged 5
round.
years, guys.
Yep.
All right.
Now it's just done for a round. Like they've made progress.
Yeah. That spell is really. It's like medicine over time. It gets,
Yeah.
So you guys, you travel the rest of the day out. Kind of keep an eye on the horizon. You see a couple more merchants? Looks like they're actually headed toward Wanderer's Way. They wave as you guys pass by, and then you do. As the sun starts to set, you start to look for a place to camp, and eventually find one off the road, not too far, just enough so that you feel like you have some security. You guys have tents. Those have been purchased.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do
Yeah,
actually. We
yeah,
also
yeah.
have the magical
We
sleeping.
still have
room.
them.
You have those tents. Yeah, Ulrin like pulls them out of the back. It's like, oh, hold on a second. I'm pulling poles and canvas and stuff out of there.
oh no, I'm missing a peg. Oh no, wait, no. Look.
Wait, hold on. Damn it, this is the wrong one. Give me the other one.
This one goes with the other 10. What
Pretty
the?
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys want to do as you get camp set up?
Sleep.
Sleep? Okay.
Yeah.
Is
I mean,
anyone
I don't know.
You
setting
know.
I'll take
watch?
first watch. Yeah.
Watch? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me move you guys over to campsite.
Actually, wait, no. Does
Oh,
Orin usually go first? I forget. We went like the heavy armor, but I can't remember which
You
was
need
one
to put
first.
the horse and the cart on here.
Yep.
There,
Find a way.
Whoa.
Whoa, God.
there we go.
Suddenly, we all have memory.
So you guys can, tie the horse
Who
up
cares
and
duplicate?
Do not trust the traveler.
move the cart and move around. So who's taking first watch, Neuraxis?
Yeah, because
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Come on, perception. 13.
13. Okay. You wait, and this feels weird. You haven't done this in a while. It's a little cold. It's a little cold. You guys have been a little spoiled. So it's like
A little bit.
Yeah.
I don't like this. Just woods noises everywhere.
Yeah, it's like twitching at sounds that would normally
Yeah,
be
there's like
like.
an owl off in the distance. You hear a couple little like squirrels or chipmunks or something kind of rooting around in the underbrush, but it's not anything. Just like, Watch passes. Second watch.
I mean, green dragons are supposed to like the woods.
That is
So
true.
racist.
Yeah, green dragons, not dragonborn. We built cities.
I mean, you have the breath weapon and stuff. So
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Who wants second watch?
I'll take second. Sure,
Okay.
why not?
Same thing. Perception.
It's gonna be horrible, but I mean, most of the party has horrible perception, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have a bad one.
Oh god, I miss Ulrin. At least the two of us have like decent.
Yeah. All right, 11.
Still here.
11.
Could be worse.
Nice, just sleeping.
Okay. I don't see anything. And bold as brass, a figure you recognize comes up out of the woods,
Yeah.
and he raises a hand, and
Ooh, miss.
behind him are two other figures.
Ew.
He's standing a little bit away.
Who is that?
They
Wait.
look friendly.
That's Corfil.
Oh,
Wait, who?
Wait, what? Who?
The Daywatch commander that
Yep.
we're pretty sure worships the Dread
Oh.
Emperor.
Oh,
Yeah, and what
Who
the hell are
gave you
these
something?
things?
He gave me the horn that I gave to Egan, or that I showed to Egan.
They look
Yeah.
like animated armor.
Oh, okay.
Well,
And he raises a hand and
I stand up, look at him. What brings you here?
I was hoping we could have a conversation.
Well, you're lucky we're not in the mansion tonight. Should I wake everyone else?
Sure.
I do that.
Okay. Yeah, he just waits.
What? What's going? Oh,
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
where-
I like to
What's
shake them all
happening?
up, and I'm like, yeah. So, some people have a strange idea of what's a good time to chat. Sorry.
It's okay. Hello.
He
He, you,
nods.
mm,
Still have my token.
oh yeah, wait a minute. Oh yeah, wait. It's like I was like, I remember showing it to the guy, but I didn't leave it in
No,
Relish's
you
thing.
haven't.
Like,
There's a little word of warning. When someone of questionable motives gives you a token, you may want to get rid of it. That's how I can find you. And you're like,
I mean,
I got sprayed on. That's
You
what that
helped
wisdom
us.
save was.
I mean, you helped us. I wouldn't call you questionable necessarily. I mean, other than the thing with the hair and the flying and well, okay, he's like doing the math. Like,
And he looks like Corphil from before, when you first met him.
Yeah.
ah,
Are
He's
you
wearing
here to
his
do
kind of
questionable
half-elf
things?
visage. Well, no. I actually was hoping we could discuss the sword.
Of course.
What sword?
Yeah, wait, what?
Cute,
I mean,
but no.
come on. Like, he just like looks at them like, really? And, like,
Let's not play that game.
I'm not playing. I'm really tired. I'm like very.
In
Yeah,
what
same
I
here.
actually agree with Volkar here. I'm not interested in games. I'm interested in destroying it.
Yeah.
that's good to know. So are we.
What, do you have a mean to destroy it that doesn't involve traveling several weeks, or?
He just
Yeah,
holds
you
his
have
hand
a-
out.
That doesn't seem like a cabal of friendly,
Yeah.
powerful wizards.
Didn't
I can take
Didn't you
care of
just-
it now.
Didn't you just tell us you're a person of questionable nature? Why would we give a dangerous sword to a person of questionable nature?
Because it is the remnant of an enemy, and I would like to be rid of it.
Well, so would we, but you know that touching it is dangerous, right?
Not for me.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't think you remember me telling you about the hair and the flying and the face.
I mean, look,
No.
if you agree we're not gonna play a game, you better tell us everything.
What's left in the sword is an enemy of the Strife Emperor. He would prefer that it be destroyed.
Oh, I get it. This
So
is the guy that the Strife Emperor took the place of. Of course. Yeah, that makes complete sense.
I need it to be gone. I'm going to, well, take it, imprison it, interrogate it, and then destroy it.
Why would you interrogate it?
Yeah, that sounds like more steps than.
I'm not so curious about it, but there are others who follow in the same command who would like to know exactly how Ralashaz was able to put a piece of himself in a non-sentient object.
Why do you
I
want to know
doubt they know.
Wait, I mean, you say it's not sentient, but it definitely spoke.
Well, it is sentient now, yes, but the sword, before it was that, and he kind of waves his hand at the bag again, was just a sword. What imbues it with sentience is what's left of...
Look, I'm going to say
Ralashaz.
this. We have reason to believe that most, if not all, of what remains of these ancient beings are not conscious enough to know how they did this. And even if they knew, it's probably a thing that only gods can do to begin with.
I mean, he does worship a god.
So there's really no point for us mortal to be interrogating these things. We just destroy them, that's it. Right?
I'm just gonna look at the 3 gems on the axe, like where it's on his back, like sat here, like, doing the thing. It's like, if they're going like evil, evil, evil,
I
I'm
mean,
like,
Of course he's
So
evil. It's the
Forsaken
Strife
Edge
Emperor.
can sense chaotic evil energy.
yeah.
They are not glowing. There is just the faintest light out of the one in the middle.
Yeah.
And your guys' understanding of, and I'll give this to you because Ulrin is with you, the Strife Emperor is an evil entity.
He's lawful
He's a
evil.
lawful evil.
This guy is obviously lawful anyway, so.
Because
I
he
mean, he
was like
hasn't
a,
just outright tried to kill you, so you could have done that.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
getting that impression now as he's just standing there very patiently. But he clearly also came with reinforcements, so...
Yeah.
I don't. We wouldn't be doing our job if we. It's like,
Well, I mean, how would you destroy it? That's
we have forges and other magical means not known on this plane.
uh-huh.
yeah, no, I know about other planes. Like, itches his arm. Like,
Yeah, she's not happy with you. I heard some ruckus.
yeah, I'm getting that idea.
You may want to watch your back. She doesn't abide by the laws that we do.
No, I noticed.
Now, if you don't mind, I have other business to attend to.
I'm sure you
The
do.
sword.
What do you guys think? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth, but
Yeah,
You're welcome
we
to
were
make an
gonna
insight
destroy
check.
it anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty. Insight check is probably
You're
the way to go.
welcome to do that.
Yeah, I want to do one too.
Sure.
I
will let all
second
of
I
you-
want
aside, it
to-
just
But
I'm just going off of his reasoning that makes complete sense. My insight sucks anyway.
Having
Unless
seen
I
his,
roll an at 20.
having seen his like face
Hi.
change and stuff, I'm like, meh. In fact, we've had a rest. This seems important enough to Dark Ones it. I'm like,
Nope. My
So,
reasoning will have to
22.
be enough.
22. Okay.
Oh,
I get a lot of help from Tempest on that.
Okay. He seems
Probably the axe.
completely forthright. He doesn't seem particularly interested in the sword itself, as though this sounds more like this is a mission he has to carry out,
yeah.
and there will be consequences to him if he does not carry it out. It doesn't absolve him of the fact that he could resort to other means to get it, but he's giving you the chance to just hand it over.
No, he's being nice.
Well, nice.
Well,
No, he's being nice.
orderly, perhaps.
Yeah, that's. I don't know that anything good comes from telling one evil god the secrets of an older, deader evil god. Like,
What?
I mean, the only way he'd use this secret is if he died and wanted to stick around in object form.
yeah, that's
What
not
the
ideal.
hell is would that do, you know?
Yeah, I'm considering that.
Can you imagine what the contingency plan of the Strife Emperor like?
Well, I mean, what was the contingency plan of the last generation of God, and look where it got them. Nothing amazing.
Letting them learn from someone else's failure.
I mean, look, all I'm saying is he wants to destroy it. I see absolutely no reason why he wouldn't want to destroy it, considering his affiliations and we want to destroy it. So
That's the thing. With that insight and knowing that he is telling the truth about destroying it's like
I'm just worried what he wants to do with the information.
well, let's be honest here for a moment. Isn't the Pensophical curious about this kind of stuff too? Wouldn't they want to learn the secrets before destroying it too?
but they put
Yeah.
it through some
I mean,
like,
it's kind of their thing.
It's totally up to you guys, but he's not gonna stand there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we need to make a decision.
I don't think like we should give it.
I mean, I don't really care who
Can-
destroys it as long as it's destroyed.
Can I just see if I get like a sense of like him and the two dudes behind him? How I don't know how to say it. How strong they look? Like basically, what our chances would be in a fight? Does it look like wow, he's gonna destroy us all, or is it gonna be like, damn, we are like
You know,
gonna wipe the
that's
floor with
funny
these guys?
because-
Like I don't know. That'd be an
Yeah,
insane.
hell yeah, do it.
That's
maybe
true.
It's funny because to Volkar, that's not even a thing that he's
Like-
thinking about.
oh, it's not. Is this a fight we could win?
Yeah, make
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
never
what?
mind. It's a 2. It's like oh, well, I have a +5. It's a 7.
Wow.
So it's
Okay.
literally the shittiest I could.
Okay. I mean, he's well armored.
I know.
he's
Wait, what? I'm
well-armed.
going to use my inspiration.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Because I feel like this could be eventually rolled another 2.
Ah,
These inspiration rolls, I'm very thankful for them, but they literally never work. I think that 2 times a roll.
No, it was a good thought. It was a good thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 7.
They are
Totally.
the guys behind him are not machine and not man. They look like some kind of strange amalgamation of both. And they look really fucking dangerous as I look at their stats.
Yeah.
You could
We're pretty dangerous.
you could
That's true, we are like
probably
8th
take
level.
them, but it might be ugly.
we don't know what Corful can do.
You
And
have
I lost-
Will be
no
ugly,
idea
that's
what
for
I
they
was
sure.
just gonna say,
Also-
Elijah, aren't you a bit tapped out?
Yeah, I was gonna say if I use haste, I've lost all my 4th level and my 3rd level spell slots.
It seemed like a good
Oh,
idea.
right.
What did I say?
There's that.
What did I say?
We didn't know this would happen. We could...
The risk you take. Yep. It is completely
Damn.
up to you. He steps a little bit closer. And he says, now, if you wouldn't mind.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Like,
Oh my god.
I don't know what to do.
literally, if he wasn't going to interrogate it first, I'd deal with the damn thing.
Yeah,
I'm
if
just
you-
a,
Well, at least he's being honest about wanting to interrogate it first.
He seems to be.
I'm afraid about gods having that kind of like.
I
Well,
tried to-
again,
Tell you what,
this was a god who had that knowledge, and look where it got him. It's about to get destroyed.
if it
True, he
relieves
is a
your
sword in a
mind,
bag.
I'll let you hold on to it, but do take it out, because I'm curious about something.
Curious about what?
You'll see. Just be ready. Just
Now.
in case.
I had a plan for this.
Really?
Somebody needs to put the chains of binding on me. Then I'll get the damn thing out.
Wait, who
But
needs to put the
then-
chains on by anyone?
Me.
Oh.
Then if I take it out and you tell me what to do, the chains will make me behave.
Oh, right. So the sword wouldn't control you. That's good.
Or
then.
if nothing else, it will help.
Right,
Are
right,
you,
right.
but
Sure.
why do you have to pick it up? Don't we have someone who's like maybe more capable of determination?
Who usually takes the? Who do we have with more practice picking up things?
Yeah,
that
and
they
how did
absolutely
it
should
work out
not?
for you last time?
Clearly, I am expendable. No, that's not.
No, you're not.
No,
Clearly
you're
you
not.
are. Clearly you are. You have 13 spare characters.
Oh my
You just want to use another character.
I don't, but in the scheme of things, who usually takes this? Like, he's willing to take it upon himself rather than.
I mean, I'm the one that died once.
I mean, I'm willing to take it out.
Briefly.
Yeah, it feels slightly dangerous if he possesses the were tiger.
I mean, well, if I had the chains on me, I wouldn't train.
Okay, let's just do that plan with the chains. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
This was my, in case of emergency, Ulrin, what we do.
That's fair. So you guys can put the manacles on Neuraxis.
Yep,
I'm just going to pretend that
Wait,
you're
who's putting them on now? I think
Well,
Hazel and Neuraxis are both off.
The person who puts them on is the person who commands him. So
Shouldn't we text him to ask if he's okay with this?
oh, he super won't be. A cleric
I
is
mean,
super not going to be cool with any of this.
I think he'd at least appreciate the precautions in place.
Yeah.
I think that's a good middle ground. So you guys, who's putting the chains on Neuraxis?
Well,
I
Neuraxis.
will.
Well, it has to be somebody else.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah.
puts them on him.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Hazel will.
Ah,
You instantly
that-
feel.
Yeah, Hazel,
Like-
if you put them on me, because then that's us.
You
Hmm.
We
feel
have our
bonded
deal.
to her now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're more
Oh,
than
okay.
happy to
I'll
do
put them.
whatever
Neuraxis.
she needs.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. Into the bag we go. This is not a terrible idea. Everything is going to be. Okay.
Okay.
You can do this.
Just
Hand
take
goes
it
in.
out.
Yep.
Hand comes out.
Sword is in your hand. And beside you now is an old bearded man with two different colored eyes whom you encountered before.
Oh god, back
Oh,
pocket.
damn.
What's left of it is in the back pocket. He's like,
What?
He's pulled his hood down and you see two little black horns and just smoke kind of wreathing off the horns and drifting down.
Oh.
Can we all see him?
Yep.
Oh. Well, hello.
You're
It is the old
free!
man from the beach, right? Is it the old man
Free!
from the beach?
Yeah.
Egan?
Oh.
Oh.
Free. And by
Dude,
the way,
we thought you turned into sand.
so well
Yeah.
done. So I mean, just truly, so well
You
done.
did look like sand.
And I did not think Arhana would last as long as she had. How interesting.
Wait, what does Hannah do? Huh?
Wait, she was supposed to last for a while? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Wait, why was she lasting?
I mean, some people cave immediately. She actually held out. Anyways, neither here nor there. And he spots Corfil and he freezes and he's like, huh. And in a language none of you understand, starts
That-
just spitting mad. Just
Well, that narrows down the language at least.
Nope, you do not understand the language at all. It is not one
Oh.
any of you speak.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Corfil just stands there and watches him. And he walks over to the old man and slaps him across the face.
Bitch.
Wait, he's corporeal?
Enough to slap him.
Does he do the thing the purple guy did? And
There's a bit of a
Waver?
waver, yeah.
Yeah. Volkar looks at the
Well, that was not very
the
nice.
guy
like,
and he's like, "You're
should I-
right. That is interesting."
And Corfil says, "Your time is up, old man." What are you
oh,
guys
and Laura's gonna get rid of you.
Neuraxis, I'm gonna need you to make a charisma save.
Charisma save. Okay.
Oh well, if it was
How
charisma, I
fun
should
that
have
was
taken
me.
it.
bonus.
I sucked at it. I thought it would be more
Hazel,
wisdom.
I'm gonna need you to make that same charisma save.
Yeah, I thought it you will.
Wait, Wait, I need to make a
I-
charisma saving throw?
If I had known.
Well, time to use that inspiration and
Two
pray to the good
closest
God.
people.
Wow, wow.
I was
Wait,
gonna
that's a 9!
Huh? Oh my God! Why?
The worst
Why?
part is
What?
my portrait
Why?
rolls are
Oh,
also
God.
10.
Oh no.
Yeah, that
Okay.
would not have helped.
No.
The two of
And
you
I blew my inspiration.
feel influence kind of prodding at your minds. It's not grabbing onto you, but it's definitely trying to worm its way into your minds. The two of you feel like there's just invisible fingers in there, and you see flashes of really personal memories kind of flash before your eyes. Just quiet moments around a fire or hunting in the woods with Camilla. A special winter's crust dinner, and then you feel empty. Like you've been just profoundly violated. And the two of you fall to your knees. The sword falls out of your hand, Neuraxis.
Oh no.
And the
I
old
go grab
man's
it.
image stops wavering and solidifies a little bit more.
I go grab it.
Okay. And he says, there's not much left of him, but it's just enough to take some of those sweet, sweet little memories you all have.
What did you do to him?
Took what I needed.
Oh, if I was awake, and you took memories, I'm
You
gonna
guys are
fucking
stunned
kill
for a
you.
round, and you're starting to come to again.
And like the memories are gone?
They're there, but they're not as vivid as they used to be.
Hmm.
And at this point, Corfil has actually drawn his axe, and he's holding it pointed at you, Volkar, and he says, "I need that now.
Pointed at who?
I need
At
that
who?
sword." He's got his axe out at you, Volkar, and he says,
Pointing at Volk.
"Do you want it gone?"
No.
Oh, it will.
Because if he worms his way into anyone else's brain,
Give
Yeah.
him the.
So I have it.
you have it. It's a big two-handed broadsword. There you go.
Well, no, I have 20 strange. Fuck it.
That's true. Yeah.
That's true. God.
Yeah, I take it by the blade and I present it to the guy.
Okay. He puts
Screw that
one
old guy.
big gauntlet around the blade and starts to squeeze the blade, and you see the image of this old man waver again.
Ooh.
And they're having this. I actually have to roll this off. I've rolled like shit, but you start, because it's basically a will contest at this point to see who
Okay.
is going to
I'm
be
I'm
able to-
gonna encourage the guy with music.
Sure. Okay. Yep. Because they're gonna have to
Yeah,
roll off
true.
a couple of times.
And it's gonna be like the heaviest of metal.
Appropriate given who he follows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that helped a lot because you rolled a 6. So
Oh boy.
that makes the difference, and the blade starts to crack just ever so slightly. You see little bursts of bright red energy through the fissures in this blade, and the image of Ralashaz snaps out.
Ooh.
Is the blade destroyed
It's
completely, or
not
does it look more
destroyed.
damaged?
Corfil's like, it's
It's damaged. It's
contained
the start.
for right now. He's stronger than I expected him to be.
Yeah, that might be with the whatever he did to them.
I just like poof the axe to my hand. Like, you want me to smash that thing right now? Like,
It's not a
lean it on the
mortal-
ground. I'm gonna smash the.
It's not a problem a mortal weapon can solve.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the red lady is gonna have something. Mortal weapon.
Yeah. I also take up my crossbow. I think we should.
the moment you mentioned that, he's looking at you a little bit more closely.
Yeah.
I mean, wait a minute.
And starts to hand the blade off to one of these figures back here who's stepped up to take it.
Oh yeah, they're not like conscious sentient people also.
No, they act on orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can
Ah.
hold it.
I'm not sure about. He's actually gonna. I'm gonna have you make a wisdom save, Neuraxis, because he's curious about something.
Wisdom save.
Yeah. Unless you roll a 20, you're not getting it because he rolled a 20.
Unless I roll a 20. Oh,
Yep,
God.
he rolled a nat 20.
Well,
Damn.
gotta try, right?
You gotta try.
Nope.
That's a 4.
Wow, not even
And
close.
it's not an influence, but you definitely feel like he is trying to really get a beat on you, and he's like, I don't. Right. Well, noted.
What if we destroy the sword right now?
That's exactly what I just said. I'm like
Yeah.
still holding the axe like,
Like,
I
will
don't,
that like please
I don't
your
think he can
patron?
destroy it by himself. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, but maybe if we help, we could destroy it together.
Maybe.
that's
Why
like,
don't you just let us give it a try? I say to the dude.
Persuasion.
he might be lawful evil.
why we
I,
suck at this?
I am awful. So hopefully,
I rolled a 2 again.
Holy
one!
shit.
wait, am I
Take that,
helping?
guys,
Sure.
and don't use
I
it
mean,
anymore.
we do have several
Did
people,
you yeah.
Am I helping her?
you know.
Roll it
rolling.
again, Hazel. He'll give you advantage. I'll let you have that because this could be
Yeah,
interesting.
It's my suggestion. I will help.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's a
Like,
natural one.
we-
Let's re-roll that again.
Oh, halflings, thank Jesus.
That's a 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, better than a 1.
It's better than a 1.
true.
Says, my orders
I mean,
are to
I g-
destroy the sword.
Destroy this. You cut off again.
Destroy the
Yeah,
sword.
Destroy the
We
sword.
just-
Those are the orders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Well-
why don't we give it a try here? I mean, you can take it afterwards if it doesn't work. So
Yeah,
Takes
exactly.
it back, puts it on the
I
rock
mean,
that's over here. It's literally
There
on
is
the back.
there is a certain poetic justice about it being destroyed by a follower of the one, you
Yeah.
know,
Both
relation.
sides of lawful, just
There's kind of, but yeah, we all
Let's
have
see.
a little something.
or it goes
Let's
horribly
see.
wrong.
I'm curious to see if you're actually as strong as you profess to be.
Volkar
wants to
just cracks
swing
his
at it.
knuckles because he doesn't have a weapon or anything. He's been told it's just him.
It will take a blow from a magical weapon.
Okay.
Check.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume I can shoot at it with my crossbow. That would be like a very
That
weird
would
way to
be-
break
and
it.
it would technically be prone, so you would be at disadvantage. Like
Because it's
Yeah, but it would be weird, right? Like to shoot at it.
it would be a little strange. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking,
Well, if it's
I
fine,
could.
I have my sash. He has an axe.
I mean, if the two
and
of
this
you,
dude, whatever.
if Volkar and Neuraxis,
Oh, yeah.
I would say, because I have built something kind of for this. If the
Like
two
it's
of
on
you,
a rock, right? We
right, wanted to bring down, and if
One
Elysia
aside and
wanted
clink.
to feed magic at it as well, if Elysia, if you wanted to shoot a spell at it, the
Yeah.
combination of the magical energy from the 3 weapons technically may be enough.
and this guy can help too, of course.
By our powers combined, yes.
Yeah.
Captain Planet. This
Friendship
shit.
is magic or whatever.
I mean,
I was-
we
I mean,
I could
we all have something
transform.
of these old gods, so yeah.
Could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
There's no, and even Corful at this point is like, there's no rule book for this kind of thing.
Yeah,
So,
true.
so let's
but I
just
mean-
try and like
Yeah.
if it doesn't work,
So-
you do your thing.
Everybody go ahead and make a strike.
I'm gonna use.
Yay.
Can I use Mind Spike and have the Sword.
Yes, because the
Ooh.
sword has stats.
Yeah.
It has a
Can I
mind.
use
Yeah.
Mind Spike and make it roll a natural 1 with
I'm
those
going to
fortune rolls?
transform.
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
Transform. Okay. You can
And
definitely
I
do
want
that.
to cast. I'm gonna cast electricity right off the storm on my paws because that makes them magic. They're not
Okay.
considered a magical
That's
weapon
right.
with a ride on.
That'll work.
I'm trying to work out. Does this have a decent armor class? I'm like, it's a sword, but it's
Yep.
only like
It's a
that
sentient
wide.
weapon,
Yeah.
though. So
I'm gonna cast True Strike before I hit it.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, I'm using Mind Spike and I'm making a fortune roll, so it rolls a natural 1, so it'll immediately.
Shit. Okay.
I'll use my amulet that makes me roll a 10. Strike that.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that'll just.
So everybody go ahead and roll. He's auto gonna fail that for Mind Spike. He's gonna Corphil hits.
I need it to do this.
Oh, I rolled really well.
Okay.
Oh, good. So that 9 is a 17. I'm glad I used the amulet.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 on my claw.
19.
I got 26.
26. Shit. Okay, so everybody total up damage.
Okay.
Okay,
19 points of psychic damage.
Oh,
I rolled 6, 6, and a 7.
Ooh, all right.
I got 9 bludgeoning magical.
I'm gonna write that.
Okay.
13 magical slashing.
9.
18.
Jesus, that's a hell of a
Let's just go all out.
Ooh.
22, 31, 50 plus whatever he put.
Stop. Seriously?
Yeah. If my math is right there, yeah. Oh wait, and I hadn't put haste.
Of course, he is all with the crazy
18.
numbers.
Yep. Okay. So
Wait, no, so that's wrong then. So that's 22, 41.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, 59 plus
Yeah.
him.
Yep. Yeah, plus what he rolled. Yep. So you guys are, as you bring weapons and claws and spells down on this, you are going to take damage from the feedback of trying to
Sure.
destroy an ancient evil sentient weapon.
Sure.
Yep.
How much?
Yeah, like that's the thing. I was half expecting it to explode when we hit and just get thrown backwards.
Retributive strike style.
Hopefully nothing more than 46.
Oh, and I'm a tiger, so I might get blocked.
37
God.
points of psychic damage.
Oh,
How much? 37?
37.
37.
alive!
Jesus.
Corphil
That's
takes
alright.
it too.
Yeah.
Um,
God.
How my
I mean, that's
brain.
good, but.
yeah. It hurts.
Lord.
It hurts so bad. And
Yep.
you guys watch that visage of Ralashah show up one more time, and he's, no! I was supposed to be free! And then just
Fuck you.
dissipates in ash and black ichor.
Shouldn't have touched my memories. There are things that he will kill you for. That is definitely one of them.
And there's a real quiet moment as you watch the sword crack and crack again and crack one more time, and the handle falls off. And the extremely dangerous pointed end cracks and breaks and crumbles and hits the ground. The blade in the middle shatters into 3 or 4 different pieces. And there's a weird kind of a bluish light that appears in front of you. And a tall... He's blue, pretty much. And he's kind of thin in spots. And he looks at all of you and he says, "You freed me."
Oh god damn it! Another one.
Wait, what?
You have
Wait.
one wish. as my
Wait.
thanks to you.
Each of us or as a group?
We.
What would you
Fuck,
like?
fuck.
And we're gonna stop there.
Oh,
Actually, I know exactly what I want.
we need to go to Yaman. Teleport us to Yaman.
No, we don't need to go
We don't
anymore.
even need to go
We
there
want the
anymore. The sword
sword.
is destroyed.
We should
No,
tell.
listen,
I will
I
clarify
got
off stream, but
Okay.
I
As
think.
But I mean,
On a
we
side
don't
note-
need to go to Iman anymore.
Yeah,
Let's
well-
just stop.
Yeah.
My idea is to bring Harana back to life as she was before the whole corruption thing.
Ooh, that's along the line. We should talk about this when it's done.
Yeah, talk about it
So
afterwards.
we'll stop here.
As a side note, I actually passed on my wisdom check for Bloodlust. I took 41 points of damage total with my own right damage, and I rolled a 20. I rolled a 22. I need to roll at least a DC of half of the damage I
Sweet.
take.
Oh
I don't tear
Where?
into Naraxis, which I would have done because he's standing next to me. So yay!
And then,
Hooray!
then we have a deal. So I would have.
God, blood hunters. Amazing.
That's
Okay.
dangerous.
So we'll stop there. I will clarify for you guys, but yeah, that happened.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.